We're still here.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wheel and Chill Show.
So funny. I was like super empowered. I don't think I could sleep.
Still follows the same rules, has the same characters and all that stuff,
Yes.
but it just tweaks it a little bit.
You're reading fantasy, and it's so grounded. It's so completely grounded in reality.
Rule clarification, if we both get it wrong, do we get bonus points?
Soldier Simmons, it is my pleasure to now pin you, raising you from the rank of soldier to dedicated.
That didn't happen in the books, but it was awesome.
I nailed it.
I nailed that.
I nailed it. Let me bring you comfort about Egwene. I know you haven't seen her in a month, but let me tell you this story about how badass she is right now.
That fight scene, my boy went through 5 daggers.
Everybody's flower is different. I think we learned that in the books. This is I think for me, top 5 moments ever on screen.
When I read it, I felt empowered. I felt called to action.
One of the best quotes in the whole series is when Gaul says, "Do you like to dance, Baron Abara?"
The knights who say chill.
AKA the band of really, really nice good guys.
Let a couple more drip on.
You drip your chain everywhere?
I am.
Do you have a chaser should you need it?
Can I have a little bit of mine too? Yo, this is good. Young people do like this now or something instead of this.
Oh, it's like this.
It's the heart emoji.
Don't jiggle.
It folds. I like the way you wiggle. Oh, show. We're going to review the entirety of season 1 of the Wheel of Time. The whole thing. Finale of Rings of Power. Welcome to the Wheel and Chill Show!
Hey everybody, welcome to the Wheel and Chill Show. I know this is going on for a little bit. I was like looking, going, I should just leave it on there for a little longer. I like it so much.
I do too.
I always get a kick in that one section where you say, "Hey, can I get a little more?" And Kritter's face, like her eyes bug out. It's so good.
Speaking of, Kritter looks so weird today.
Oh, it's Kevin. What? Hey, Kevin.
Oh yeah, sorry, you got wrong cheerleader mix up.
Yeah, when you have a baby, you grow a beard. Everybody knows that.
Baby.
Yeah, I remember when I had my first baby and I grew this beard.
It was so good.
Pretty traumatic.
Oh my god.
Well, the beard, not the baby part, just the beard coming in.
No, the baby's easy peasy. Like going to Walmart.
No work there. No work there.
Anyways, welcome to the Will and Chill Show. I am Tavern. I will let my 2 co-host and special guest this evening introduce themselves, and we're going to start with Kevin.
Oh,
yeah.
I was ready to not be the next one up. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin. You might know me from some places like the internet, or maybe sometimes in live stream chats, or sometimes Tavern After Dark, or sometimes your Twitter feed bothering you with pictures. And other than that, I'm usually just chilling, which is why I'm here to chill. So yeah,
The Will and Chill Show.
Very
It's
nice.
perfect.
Very nice. You got any podcasts or anything going on?
yeah. So we got often we have Tavern After Dark come out on Tuesdays. I'm one of that crew with Nameless, Jess Amelincy, and Lesbian RD Jenny. And
Nice.
we have a good time. It's a mix of they brought me on as I'm the young talent. I'm like the I'm like I think
Careful,
I'm,
careful what you're gonna be.
I'm the fresh youthful face of Tavern After Dark.
Ooh,
And
so the other 3 old people needed to get some younger people in there. Is that what you're saying?
It's more like sometimes it's easier to have an alternate if you can't have all 4, 3 is still pretty good. 2 is doable.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But if you can have 3 is a good dynamic. So I think that,
we all learned from the Golden Girls that 4 is the magic number.
it is, and I think that we have a lot of fun writing different sketches and then just
That's
chatting
awesome.
about the whole time. So a lot of fun.
Very, very cool. And Kevin's details and where you can find him are in the basement by the Waygate.
That's actually where I am right now, and I'm in my basement. So yeah,
nice. I like it.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm actually in my basement. If I showed you up, you just see floorboards.
That's awesome, though. I wish I had a basement. We're not allowed to have them in Florida.
New York
Can't
is
imagine
pretty
why.
basement heavy. Yeah.
Can't imagine why.
Swimming pool in the house.
That'd be awesome. Wine Spring.
Hey.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, that's me. I'm Wine Spring. Welcome to the stream. Will and Chill on Wine Spring Cafe. You can find me on X at Wine Spring Cafe, and my website is winespringcafe.com. And my hashtag is hashtag What Eats.
That wasn't
And,
what he. Oh, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I did it for you.
hashtag What Eats.
You don't have it with you.
I don't. I am not at home. I am chilling in a hotel room streaming right now.
You're getting
So here's
back
my
your
dog.
hashtag.
Look. But I brought my purple light.
That is true. I just thought of that.
impressive.
I said, ooh,
I
that is
did. I
good.
brought my purple light. Yeah.
That's
So,
freaking pretty
yeah,
amazing.
come say hey on X for sure.
Yep. And go make her recipes. They're freaking delicious.
Yeah. They're yummy.
And that brings back to me. I am Tavern, co-host here on the Will and Chill Show with Wine Spring Cafe. And Kritter, who announced the arrival of Redacted. Redacted is now in the world. And I am Uncle Tavern, and that's Auntie Wine Spring.
I love that. When you called me that, I was like, oh my God.
I'm going to have to make you a t-shirt for your cons.
Mm-hmm. I'll wear that.
Anyways, so I make Wheel of Time merch and other kind of fandom merch, and you can find that on Redbubble, TeePublic, and anything Wheel and Chill related, or Jessica Squeedie or Squee Nation or whatever related. Also the Knights Who Say Chill, and Tavern Arcade. All that merch is on Zazzle, and all you gotta do is look up Tavern Tavern. I also host the Wheel of Time Drunken Spelling Bee. That's a once-a-month show that's coming up on Saturday. Fair warning, though, it may be postponed because I have a hurricane that's going to land on my head in a couple of days. Yeah, we are like right in the center line of all the tracks. So hopefully it downsizes and I can put my lawn chairs back out. No, I'm not touching the lawn chairs. We know what happened last time.
Yeah, your nose looks good.
Oh, look at that. Look, I have the fastest healing nose. All the that's so.
Oh, yes.
Anyways, that's me. Let's get this show on the road. Kevin, as our special guest, what we try to talk about the show in chunks. We can either do it sequential, or we talk about like the dwarf scenes, the Region scenes, maybe the Galadriel Sauron scene, and then the humans, I guess, the Numenorians. We're in two places, but yeah. So who do you want to start with?
I feel like sequential is a good place because I feel like a lot of it is like I feel like they tied up a lot of the loose ends.
They did
to start the episode, and then they jumped into the rest of the action. So it was almost like that was almost like a prologue to the finale.
And yeah, I think I wanted to say it was like the first cut, like cold open. I think
episode 7 was a cold open too. So
did they
didn't
have
have
one?
any until so 7 and 8 both had cold opens. I think.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought because I don't remember seeing them earlier in the season. I was like, that was interesting. Yeah. All right, well let's do that. Let me bring up some pictures because I also have them sequential, and we're gonna start with one of my favorite dwarf really. Let me bring this up over here, and I shall share that screen. Because we are professionals and we know what the hell we're doing.
And thank you so much for getting the photos for us today.
Who? Oh, me?
You.
Oh, yeah. You're welcome. I was doing it up until like the last second. So let's see. How can I do this? Hello. My favorite dwarf, Disa.
Yeah.
I'm still listening. I'm not going to lie. I'm still thinking about that leg from last episode. That was a Angelina Jolie moment right there.
It really was.
And it was such a nice leg. All right, so go ahead, Kevin. What do you want to talk about with the dwarves?
Man, I feel like they're the it's almost like it's fine-tuned to where they give you just enough of the dwarves to where like they compete often for being like the storyline I'm most engrossed in, but they give you so little of it that it's like you're never fully satisfied, but like pretty close. Like I want
Mhm.
more, and like they're stringing me along well with it. So I was glad to see that this kind of like, picked up right where you kind of expected it would, but also that it didn't like. I think that I know a little bit about Lord of the Rings. I'm not a huge lore person like I am with Wheel of Time, but I think that I was unsure whether this would be like the cataclysmic arrival of the Balrog, but I'm glad that it wasn't. I'm glad that it kind of was like a peek at it, and that there's still more to come, especially with Prince Durin kind of getting into a succession war, which Wheel of Time people love successions. So
yeah, that was very Games of Thrones-y there at the end. I was like, man, okay, plot twist. Okay,
it's a good hook for like the next season, especially.
It is.
You're probably curious about what other Dwarven kingdoms are like, but it's yeah, I mean, Disa, I think like if Durin is amazing, and he would be the top dwarf if it wasn't for Disa also being in the show, because like she steals scenes like so often. It's incredible.
Yeah,
Okay, so
go ahead.
So you brought up the Succession War. Did we catch who they were saying the other dwarven kingdoms were maybe thinking the king was preferring?
He had mentioned one of his brothers, but I wasn't sure if there were other names that were also thrown out.
No, yeah, he mentioned that it was the brother. They're backing the brother or something, or that he has a better claim or something like that.
Yeah, and then so okay. So Kevin, you're about where I am when it comes to lore. It sounds like you haven't read any of the books.
I think, and this is not a detriment to Lord of the Rings itself. I don't think that I typically do audiobooks these days, and I didn't quite get into the narration style of the audiobook. So I'd like to go back and try with a different narrator, but the one that I tried, it was not I think I'm spoiled. I think that's what I'm.
Yeah, know about that. We know about that.
So,
yeah.
So my standards are a bit too high. So I'm hoping that if I shop around, but yeah, typically speaking, I watched the movies and the extended editions, and I've picked up little bits here and there, but very bare bones, kind of surface level, kind of what you might expect.
Yeah,
but I'm also fine with like I'm fine with like I'm fine with like if you do if Tavern, if you have the deeper knowledge, I'm fine with you dropping stuff like I don't like feel
I have
averse to this. So
yeah, my deeper knowledge level is equivalent to stepping into a puddle from a rainstorm that lasted 2 seconds.
So it's Kritter that's got the knowledge. Got it.
Kritter is the brains.
Okay.
And Jess.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
And Jess, of course. Yeah, that's right.
She was awesome.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. And we've had guests on here like Blended Fool. Forget it.
Oh my goodness.
That guy's he's crazy. He knows so much stuff. Patrick Lightbody is usually in chat and has a lot of information as well. So yeah, there's a few people that will either give us information if we ask chat. There's usually somebody in there that can do it. So I've been saying this for the last few episodes. They keep giving us these connections to the movies, right? Little hints, little kisses of things. With this one, of course, it was the Balrog and the whip on the leg pulling King Durin, which is apparently a signature move. Who knew that Balrogs had signature moves?
It's his level 1 move.
Yeah, it's his level 1 move. But yeah, I mean, one, it was really cool to see the connection and between father and son. That whole scene, and especially when he tells him, I never let you raise your hand. That was all you. And he takes the ring. That whole scene was just ridiculous.
Oh God, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, when he first calls him in, he goes, come look at what what the mountain has, and he walks in there and you see all that mithril.
Oh my gosh,
that was one. It was amazing. Two, it reminded me, I think I have it correct, about where mithril came from, and it was there was a tree. And chat, will probably correct me, but
Oh, that was the legend they did they gave that in the show.
Yeah, the legend, right? Where the
Yeah.
tree, and then you had the Valar, the knight for good, and then the Balrog fighting.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
And then they,
That's
when their
right. I
power
forgot
combined,
about
hit the
that.
tree and shot it down. And then you look at and you see the mithril veins, and they look like roots, which
They
is
really do.
freaking cool.
Mhm.
Mountain roots.
Yeah, I mean, they did an outstanding job. I was telling Winespring last show that even with the dwarven clothing, they make it look like metal and rock.
Yeah.
It looks like freaking metal and rock.
Yes.
Especially their armor, like their battle armor suits are so cool.
Oh yeah, they're like statues. It's like metal.
Basically,
yeah. So yeah, the Balrog scene was unexpected. I mean, we kind of expected it, but it was kind of like super quick. Like, really, are they doing this right now in a cold open? Okay, here we go.
What was the point of the king like sacrificing himself like that? I feel like it would have been smart. Like, he didn't do anything. It's not like he beat him.
Well,
like he wasted his life.
Yeah,
I think
but
it's kind of it was a bit of a, it was a, like, obviously if the physical redemption of being able to take off the ring is important, but I think that if that like cave collapsing means that they're delaying the Balrog returning for a while, that would be the gain. I would hope that would have been worth the sacrifice for it. Like if it's actually delaying, because realistically, from what I've gathered from like the loads of people I've followed, is that the Balrog is more pissed off that it was woken up than anything else. So like, if they don't dig again, then they're probably good, but they probably end up digging again is what I'm gonna guess. They start digging again.
Yeah,
they're gonna dig too deep because that's what dwarves do. But
yeah, I mean, okay, so Chad is talking about, and good point. He closed the cave, right? So their fight collapsed the cave. So that might have been his intention, his sacrifice, and which would I thought the same thing would delay the Balrog, because we know there's at least 4 more seasons or something. Supposedly they're hoping, 3 or 4. And the cool thing about the dwarf portion of the show, which I agree with you, Kevin, that I really dig the dwarf. I'm like vested like in the dwarf storyline, is that I think it's going to be the most creative, given that they're working with, appendices and stuff. And we know that, like you said, they dug too deep. The Balrog came out. And that's what we know from the Lord of the Rings movies that happened.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But we're gonna see what happens.
Yeah.
Which
I think that's what
is
like calls to so much of us. Is like we know the end, and now we're getting to kind of see it unfold, and they are making it beautiful,
Yeah,
and they are giving
amazing.
us these heroic moments. The king throwing himself, but. I think it's great if the fight is the only way that cave could have closed off. Don't know if it is. I thought it was really sad. The king sacrificed.
I mean,
it was very sad, for sure. Yeah.
Like, I hate seeing that. Like when the evil thing they're throwing themselves at to defeat doesn't die. It's like, whoa, your whole life. There's still more you could have done. Now we have a succession war. Yay.
I was gonna say. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not going to get controversial tonight, Winespring. I'm glad. I hope you enjoy.
Why not?
That.
Why would you not? It's my favorite.
I was just going to. Okay, fine. Listen, everybody knows with that crown and stuff, he'll be back in 3 days.
Oh my god! Wait, why? I don't understand. Explain.
No, I'm not going to explain it. I'm not saying it.
It looks like it's got like some really nice sharp points at the end. Kind of look like thorns or something.
Like thorns or something. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Dang.
Look, he liked it. That's
I almost
Kevin. That's a Kevin smile.
I do wonder if part of the motivation as well is like, it's almost like probably like he's got to feel guilty about like realizing that he was kind of being driven towards this, and it does feel the responsibility of it of kind of falling into the trap of the ring and whatever. So it's like I feel like it's like if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out the way I choose, kind of in a badass kind of cool way.
Like it's his redemption move, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's more for him than anything else, kind of in a way. Which I guess if you're gonna withstand the draw of an evil ring.
I have a question then. I mean, and that actually is a good segue, because it leads right into my question. Is that Do you think that the presence of the Balrog, which is something more that you would think is more powerful than Sauron, or at least up there, right? Because we know that Gandalf fights the Balrog. And do you think that the presence of the Balrog and the power of the Balrog itself allowed like a break for the ring? Because he literally went from being obsessed with that ring to right off the page. So I just thought that was cool. I doubt that that's what the reasoning is behind it, but I just thought it might be an interesting theory to bring up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's almost like
Kevin,
there's like
tell
he
us
was able
about the
to
lore
be shaken.
there.
Yeah, you know. Oh yeah, so I guess I there
The
is
lore?
again. I kind of like I absorb information like kind of semi passively as I like see other people talking about it. I'll read through them. So I do know that the dwarves were they do have like an inherent resistance to Sauron's kind of corruption, where like it does make them greedier, but like that's pretty much only the effect. The only effect is that they just kind of get a little extra greedy, which is like, the digging in the piles of gold. They kind of spelled that out for us, but they are still able to resist him, and he's never able to fully dominate them, even when they're wearing their rings. So I think
wow. Okay.
I think that's part of that's showing the audience like, all right, these guys, they're able to. So when the humans aren't able to later on, we're able to kind of see maybe that's kind of why. But
they took a more, and I think we brought it up in one of the other shows when we were talking about the rings themselves. They put it in a more physical way on the show, where the first rings were not touched by Sauron. It was Celebrimbor. The second rings, he put a little magic into them, and that's why it's not as strong on the dwarves. At least that's maybe how they're trying to justify it to people that haven't read the books or whatnot. And we know that the third ones for the humans, it was his blood. It wasn't even mithril. It was his blood that was in the rings, which makes him even more corrupt, right? So I kind of like the way they did that as well. But for people that have read the books, it was totally dwarves had some resistance. And I think I also want to say that the story that they went with on the show also had part of it, but I think it was more that the resistances of the different races that really did it in the books.
I think if you can notice the moments when Durin is around Sauron and he's just like it's like his bullshit radar is going off like crazy.
Oh yeah,
it's like
he can't stand him.
That's another example of it. It's like he just pierces through the facade and he's like, this guy is full of shit. Like, it's that kind of thing. So sorry, can we swear on this show?
Oh yeah,
yes,
okay.
For sure.
Winespring got a potty mouth like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Ooh.
Oh no.
She got called names by London on here, and she's been
she's been
Elaine. She's been Elaine tracking ever since.
Oh my goodness, this image.
This is such a good shot. This and the next one's actually really cool too, because I was trying to see if I could get the moment of impact, right? And the closest I could get, because it's so fast, the closest I could get was this.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But man, just when you're playing D&D, right, and you're playing a dwarf, or you got somebody that's playing a dwarf, and they're doing this kind of shit in the game, to see that on screen,
I love it.
Oh, so good.
Do you play D&D, Kevin?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You do? Okay.
There, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Good to know.
And the size, the ratio is just perfect.
Oh yeah.
Fucking perfect. Oh my god. Anyways,
a creepy little face.
Dwarves are great. I always love dwarves in like any kind of fantasy setting.
Are we doing the game?
Let's do the game.
All right.
All right. Get ready. I'm gonna do this properly this time, since you always jack me up. So Q1. Shit, I gotta blow this up, don't I?
You're welcome. Right. They're very, very small.
You always
micro images.
Okay, it's a hand. We know it's a hand.
Are you sure? Maybe it's not a hand.
What Middle Earth race is that has hand feet?
Hand feet.
Ooh.
We're up to talk Kevin. The face is so good right now. The face is so good.
I know. This is
Pause it. I'm gonna grab a screen.
I think I know who it is.
That's a fat thumb.
I know that. There's
That's
a lot of meat.
Beefy thumb.
There's
it's a beefy, like they got a good like thumb step, like a bicep for their thumb.
That one's got some girth. Or yeah. And I feel bad because you just put me in a corner, Kev. Now I can't say who I think it is.
Why not?
After talking all that shit about the thumb, I would feel horrible.
It's a girthy thumb. They're just born this way. It's fine.
It's just a thumb.
It's just a thumb. All right, Kev. Who do you think?
Oh, it's me first, and it's not.
Oh,
we're not,
yeah.
Like
we have a few of these.
So not these are not sequential. Like this is not also going to be.
No, she bounces all over the place, as far as I know.
All over. Especially this time, I tried to be more mindful of that.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Then I'm gonna say this is.
Say it for me, Kev. Say it for me.
Is that poor
We have
old
chat guessing too, but don't look
Celebrimbor?
at chat. Sorry.
Oh, I don't have chat open. Is that
Okay, good,
Celebrimbor's hand in the ruins of the city on fire or something like that? That's my guess. That might not be the right color palette, but that's my guess either way.
You're not alone. I'll let you know you're not alone. Someone else is
Yeah,
guessing.
no. The chat's going nuts. Let's see. Where did it start?
I'm posting that.
That wouldn't be from episode 8. Oh man, I've told.
These are all from this episode.
No, I know, but that lighting wouldn't be in episode 8 because he wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've already flipped it up.
We got Celebrimbor popping up. We got Durin.
I've already locked it in. So.
All right, who'd you say?
I've already said Celebrimbor, even though I've already talked myself out of it being correct, but I've already committed.
We have a Celebrimbor, a Durin. I'm gonna go to hell. I want to say Disa when she's taking care of the guy and in runs Durin with Alvi, and she's tending to the one dude.
Are you saying it's the dude's hand or Disa's hand?
No, I think it's Disa's hand. It's just the light, maybe. I don't know. I think the light might be playing tricks on us, but
that's fair.
Yeah, it's going back with Celebrimbor and Durin, and people are cursing themselves because they keep bouncing back and forth and they can't make up their minds.
It's the lighting means it's definitely not, because Celebrimbor is in the tower the whole time getting arrows shot into him. Like this is not the right lighting. He's not in the city on fire. I had the setting wrong.
Yep, no, this is definitely there's flames. So ooh.
Flames, there are flames.
Wait a minute, there are flames. Wait a minute. So
I've given you a hint.
It could be King Durin, or the king formerly known as Durin, or the Durin formerly known as the king, or whatever you want to pull it. I don't know. This is a tough one. All right, here we go. Let's
Did you just say this is a tough one? Because boom.
It's about time. That's all I'm saying. All right, here we go.
Here we go. Answer.
Just enough bullshit. Who is
it?
Who? Up here?
Do you see the hand?
Oh, it's
that
Disa? Hand. Oh, wait, it is Disa's hand.
Whoa!
The setting was wrong, but the hand was right.
It was a good hand.
Yeah, the setting was wrong. Yeah, but it was.
But the hand was right. No, you called the discoloration from the lighting too. That was spot on. Well done. Well done.
Nice. All right.
Somehow.
Thank you. I like hearing that I got props. All right, here's number 2. We're gonna do like 5 of these.
All right,
there's
cool.
a ton of them.
I'm ready. I'm warmed up now.
Oh dear Jesus. Oh, I know who that is.
No, you don't.
I do know who that is. 100% know who that is. Because I noticed this exact thing.
Shut up. I hate that. That's hysterical. You wouldn't notice it. All right, chat. Who is this? I love saying a dang as a reply.
Dangs
That's what I want to
good.
see.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. Good luck, you guys.
Dang
no
me,
hair
dang
in the
me.
clip this time to give it away.
What hair? There wasn't any hair in the last one.
And the last one's always like, oh, it's Galadriel because she's blonde.
Oh, that one. No, that one was totally Galadriel.
So those
Who
are
can it be?
toes, right? Toes. They look like toes.
Kevin, I'm so glad you're here.
They kind of look like toes. This is tricky. Similar lighting, but probably not the same setting.
And I've got a theory about why the nails look like that.
All right,
on top of everything else.
Filthy nails.
Yes, yeah, they're filthy.
Disgusting nails. Is that what you notice? Is that
Filthy,
disgusting?
Yeah, yeah. There's something else that I noticed on these nails, but yes, filthy and disgusting were part of it.
Did they look like toes? Gosh, this is tough.
You guys, we can't. Okay, you got like 3 seconds.
Right.
We gotta go. So many.
That
in there.
That isn't even trying.
That's impressive. That chat's not even. That's giving up. Okay, I'm gonna say these are the fingers of Adar in human form. There we go.
Ooh.
Or elven form, not a de-orcified form. The lighting's also wrong.
Not all wonder who lost said, "What is that blue in the corner?" It's a good question.
Yeah, I gave up on the blue. I couldn't figure it out. Although it is probably, I know what it is now. I've already locked in my guess, though. I give up. I can't say it.
It is King Durin. It is King Durin. Because I noticed because he has gold fingernail stuff. And it looks like dirt because I think he became so greedy he was digging around in the gold that was being given to him and stuff. And that's what so let's take a look. Is it King Durin? It is King Durin with the gold fingernails.
With the ring.
And the ring, yeah.
Good job on chat too.
Those could have been toes if you never revealed the rest. Those
When
could
you
have
said
been
that,
toes.
it was hysterical.
Yeah, she cut them close enough to be toes.
I did.
That was
They look
pretty
like
impressive.
I was trying to be sneaky.
Listen, I'm just gonna say she's usually not this clever. No, I'm just kidding.
No, this is good. I like a challenge. I was
She's gonna
expecting
kick
it
my
to be
ass.
ethis is good. I like a challenge.
No,
I like
this
a challenge.
listen. The game has evolved. We're just gonna say there's an
I'm ready.
evolution.
The first time I did this, because I didn't know how easy it was going to be for everybody, I felt like they were just making fun of me the whole time.
We
I made
were
it so
not.
easy.
You've come
Yes,
so
you
far.
were.
You had an arc.
We would never.
Just wait
You've
till
had a
next
whole
season.
arc.
What the
You
living?
don't even know what's coming.
Oh, you got to
Yeah.
zoom in real close to this one.
I'm going. I can't. But it just makes it so much worse.
It's so awesome. Oh, good luck.
And they're always people, right? You said they're always people.
No. They're not
They're
always
not
people.
always people.
They can be
Okay.
whatever. I mean, it could be a person. It looks like, I'm not gonna lie, it looks like a brooch of some sort, which also tends to look like Sauron's eye, which is kind of weird that it looks like Sauron's eye.
It does. It does indeed.
Yeah,
right.
they've been throwing that symbol all over the place. Shit.
It's Kemen. It's got to be Kemen.
Because he's such a loser.
I want to agree with you so badly on this. Because he does have like a amber type thing with him, I think.
It's like a fish. Yeah, it's like a fish, like the hilt on his sword looks like a fish almost kind of thing.
Or something, or maybe the brooch that's holding his stupid little cape
Or
on.
the
I
buckle,
hate that. Dude.
yeah.
I hate that son of a biscuit. Oh my god. All right, so
Biscuits.
we have
Evil
Balrog.
Owl.
We have Balrog. Somebody put in ring. No, that's a blue ring. Never mind. I see Balrog. I see an evil owl. An evil owl. Callie's on fire tonight. With her commentary. Oh shit. I want to say it's clothing. I also want to say it's the Balrog jumping down, but I don't think that's what that is. All right, here we go. Let's see what it is. Did you guess, Kevin?
I locked in Kemen. Locked it in.
Kemen. Oh, that's true. All right, here we go. Oh, wait, I didn't guess. I'm going with some kind of brooch on maybe Kevin or somebody, but yeah, clothing.
Let's see it.
Son of a bitch.
Oh,
it is
you were
Balrog.
right.
I love the shot of the Balrog too. Can you find the part that I zoomed in on?
It's his nose. It's his nose.
Yep. Shit.
Nice.
There's that beautiful nose.
All right, that was good. That was good. Now I gotta.
Oh, we should have known it was that you gave us the hint right there.
Oh shit! It was on the screen. Son of a bitch. All right.
How did you not get that?
Yeah. Chat. What the hell?
Chat. What the hell?
All right, here we go. Number 4.
Oh, you're gonna have to zoom in for me. I gotta see more.
No,
of that.
I gotta zoom in for everybody.
There we go. Oh yeah, there it is.
What is even happening here?
Alvi. I'm going with Alvi the dwarf.
Alvi.
Yeah, their master delver, the guy that came and told me father cut through us.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I see chain of sorts. Oh, no, because he didn't really have a whole lot this episode. I was thinking Farazan is a possibility, but
it's quite the stubby thumb.
It is a stubby thumb. That's the thing. And he's got that gray beard in the background, the dark beard with the light in the middle. See it? Like,
thank you for that. I'm gonna go Dark Wizard, and that's my final answer. And I'm gonna
think it's the Dark Wizard.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, that's possible.
Yeah, I can picture. I can see it in my mind's eye.
We've got Gilgalad. We have Boom, Mr. Boombound. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Who?
Mr. Moonbound says Boom.
Who's Boom?
He was responding to something.
Mr. Moonbound, my future baby daddy.
Hey now. This is a kid-friendly chat, lady. I called you a chat. I called you a chat lady.
You called me a lady. Oh,
crazy chat lady. Oh yeah, Dark Wizard's a good one. Was he wearing armor, like that kind of armor?
He definitely had some drapey sleeves.
He did.
All right,
and he reached out his hands to Mr. Gandalf.
All right, let's go.
There's so many. This is just the first round.
Lock it in.
Wait, was it A4? Where is it? There it is. Dark Wizard, you did it. Good job.
On the board.
Is it me or is it me or does this freaking staff look like a Nimbus 2000?
I can see it. It's just missing the broom part.
Yeah. Well, no, the broom part's there. It's this back end that's a little tweaky.
Yeah.
But I mean the shape. Yeah. Anyways. And the last one for this round. Number 5. Oh, that's easy.
It's not easy.
On that nose. You got to zoom in on that for me.
Dude, that's...
Maybe this one's not a nose.
I'm going to see that.
You don't think it's the nose? Maybe it's not a nose. I love how I'm
stumping everybody this time.
No, I'm proud. This is a Sauron to me. This is a Sauron nose.
Okay, lock it in. It's locked in for Tavern.
It is locked in for Tavern.
All right, chat.
I'm going Sauron.
I'm gonna go Halbrand nose from when he transforms, just to mix it up, even though he has a little stuff.
No, wait, okay, can I just say Charlie Vickers? Can I just say
No, you can't actually.
Because he changed into like 5 people.
Oh, it's so cool. Oh my God,
it was cool.
About that soon.
I think you're right, though. I think it is the Anatar form, but
yeah, it's the clean shaven.
Yeah,
we got a Kimmin. Someone's guessing Kimmin.
Ooh,
Kimmin.
Ooh, fuck. But he was outside for that scene, not the right lighting. Sorry.
Ooh,
yep. It's all about
details,
lighting.
Kevin. Good
all
job.
About it. All right, here we go. We got Nope Kemen and then non-Balrog nose. I was so confident. Who is it? A5.
Who's it?
Are you shitting me? Are you kidding me?
She's got quite the petite nose. Wow.
Yeah.
What?
I'm getting you hardcore.
Hold on.
She wasn't even on my radar. No, that's fair.
No,
that's fair. I see it.
It looks like freaking Charlie Vickers' nose.
I wonder if they have similarly shaped nostrils.
That's
Can we just do
interesting.
streams of me trying to stump people like this? Because
yeah, do some nose comparisons too. Because I got to see a side-by-side nose comparison of Aaron and Sauron.
Let me find.
Callie says I was button. I love that.
I didn't even, you know what? I don't even think I got a freaking screenshot of her
Well, there's one there.
from the show. Let me find a good. Okay, so here's Charlie Vickers. I mean, it's a bit bigger in that picture, but yeah.
Yeah, and his nose looks very different than hers.
Yeah,
it
but
does. I think it was the flared nose. I think it was the flared nostrils and the smooth skin. I think you're right.
Yeah.
The smooth upper lip was a bit of a.
They both shaved that day.
Yeah, they both shaved that day. That's messed up.
No, it's fair. It's fair.
No, that was a good one. You stumped us. Good.
Yes.
All right.
Make fun of me one more time.
Back to reality. So we are now here. Oh wait, I screwed that up. I can just do this, can I? We are at the scene where the stranger pops in to the Stewers, the Hobbit holes, the Stewers.
Oh my gosh! Wow!
And
that moment, all of it.
Here's another depiction of an eye again. I mean, aside from the Eye of Sauron, I don't know what this symbol is. I know it's dark. It's either the Dark Wizard or it's the bounty hunter guys that he had. I think
it's the bounty hunters because
yes, they're horses.
Touching a horse, yeah.
Oh, you know what? It's like their mask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like their mask. It took me a second, but it was weird because it looks like the Eye of Sauron, which they keep doing on purpose throughout the season. They had little eyeballs all over the freaking place.
Very well done. Yeah,
that was good. All right, so he walks in and there he is.
Oh,
and
what a grand elf.
Yeah. So the last episode we left off where he had the decision, friends or destiny, and this is the first thing that we see is him walking to where his friends were, right?
Yep. So can we just remember from the last time we talked about that how I was like, I think it's both, and it's not just your friends, and it's both, and then it was both.
I agreed with you, and you were correct. I agreed with you. And there's some tricky shit that they do in this, and
oh god, they were
not just this scene. Yeah, not just this scene, but in this locale, they have the cool stuff. Yeah. So he's like, "Hey, I'm your friend," right?
Oh my god!
And then, hey, bring the kids out. Oh, how dare you!
Oh no, I had no idea you were going to do that. Oh no,
you lecherous man! You have turned on us. Oh, whatever shall I do?
I would never do that to them.
I don't know nothing about stabbing no hobbits.
Oh, it was so overdone, but I still loved it.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And we Kevin, tell me you see Bride of Frankenstein's father in this.
Oh my god! Stop!
Thank you.
Hysterical.
Listen. They could have a whole sitcom on that, and I would fucking watch it. I would watch that so hard.
The way this Dark Wizard communicates is really uncomfortable, though.
Oh no, yeah, he's creepy as shit.
Like smooth voice, smooth talking, knows exactly what to say. I'm your friend. We came here together. This was your idea. Like, oh my god, he is a Dark Wizard.
Yeah. And he tried to lure him in with a chocolate-covered strawberry right on the end
Almost
of his staff right there. Look.
Only it was a What Eats recipe. It would have worked. It didn't.
I keep going back to the staff and I keep looking at it now. And I'm sorry, but it keeps bugging me. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's too smooth. It looks like too much like plastic. I don't know. It's like too futuristic. It just
his staff?
Yeah, his staff just
it's very Star Wars. It gives Star Wars.
I don't know. It kind of pulled me out of the scene. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah. It just pulled me out of the scene a little bit. I was like, it looks like a freaking Christmas bulb on a chocolate rabbit, is what it looks like. I'm not sure. I mean, I love the show.
No, I get it. Yeah.
The wand threw me off for a little bit.
Kevin's like, yeah, sure, man, for sure.
I get it. I mean, not every prop is gonna work for everybody, but especially like I might be like in the 1% of the people who don't mind the Horn of Valor design. So
oh my god,
I'll take that on the chin every day. Yeah, I
Okay.
mean,
Yeah.
we're the 1%. But you know,
I am
get
not
it.
the one.
But not everything exactly. Not every prop is gonna work for it. But
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
it is like almost like I think one of the things that I've picked up is that apparently a lot of the Tolkien themes is about like Sauron and the dark side, dark wizard and that dark magic and stuff. Kind of like is representative like industrialization and stuff like that, and like things moving towards a kind of like a capitalist and away from the agrarian kind of like those are themes that apparently are quite common in his work. So I almost wonder if maybe the fact that it does look so industrial is it
And
is
so
hinting
does
at that kind of thing. Yeah.
So does his palace. Actually, we talked about his palace and before when they first showed it. It kind of looked like a factory almost. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. Okay, I can dig that. Now I'm perfectly fucking fine with goddamn staff now. So thank you.
Wow.
Of course, yeah.
Wow. That was a spell power
passively
you
pick
just
up.
did.
Yeah, he just Sauroned me. Goddamn.
You've been Sauroned.
I've been Sauroned.
It was Sauron all along.
So yeah, right. So this whole thing was a little overkill, in my opinion. It was, all right, you don't want to side with me. I'm gonna take my ball and then I'm gonna bury your entire fucking village of friends here. Like he didn't come to play at all.
It escalated very fast.
Yes, it did.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of glad it did because the storyline dragged.
Oh my god, yeah, the Gandalf thing. Fuck.
I needed it to escalate.
It's tough because
watching,
like it's so it's kind of like the same problem. Not that it was necessarily a problem, but I feel like in the early seasons, especially with Game of Thrones, like the Daenerys plot, it's so separate and not interwoven with anything else.
Nope.
That it's easy to kind of forget and kind of like oh, now we're get like whiplash. Like, oh, this storyline has nothing to do with what we've been watching. So it's tough in that regard. I do understand that feeling for sure.
It is, and you know, we've said a million times, they just dragged out the reveal. Like
yeah.
This could have been a season halfway through season 2 reveal, and then push the story, you know, further along with him, and like you said, bring him back into the fold, because everything else is connected for the most part. The only time that this connects to everything else is happening is like when Tom Bombadil says, you know, Sauron is you know, trying to take over the world, and he just mentions the name. Right? This dude doesn't know his own fucking name. How's he supposed to know who the hell Sauron is?
Right?
It's like
such a good point.
Like, come on, man. This was a very cool Dagobah moment, where he lifted the rocks. Very Yoda.
Very.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was kind of Force-esque. You're right. Yeah.
So there, I have 3 different shots of stars. Okay.
Thank goodness. Good job.
Thanks.
Yes.
We have these stars that he sees when he clears the rocks, right? Which is the stars that I believe he's been following, which is like this K thing going on here.
K for Gandalf, yeah.
Yeah, for Gandalf.
Gandalf, got it. Okay.
Oh, ooh, I like that. Kevdalf.
He's like, nah.
He's like, that shit hurt. I don't like it. Never going on that show again.
A V next to a D just feels so weird. Ooh.
Oh,
and an F in there too. Come on.
I know. Kevdalf. Oh no,
and messy. It's getting messy.
Yeah, it's getting ugly. All right, so we have these stars, and these are the stars that he's been following, right? That he sees in his vision, that he's going to find the staff underneath. So that's kind of cool. We have other stars, so remember these stars, because there are more coming later. Then
got it.
Yeah, then we cut over to Numenor. Dun dun dun, and the white tree that's golden for whatever reason right now.
Goodness, the Numenorians, what a mess.
They're a hot friggin' mess. Like, no joke. This piece of shit right here. Like this, I kind of knew that they were eventually going to have to round up the loyalists to the queen or whatever.
Yeah.
But the way they did this was they were like, oh, Sauron, the old gods, and the old power of Sauron, you guys are treasonous. and they just got rid of fucking everybody.
And they're called the faithful, right? So these are the ones
Yeah.
that still believe that the elves could be their friends. Isn't that what they are?
They believe in the old gods and
Yeah.
all that stuff. Yeah, the Valar and
Yeah.
all that. Now I'm confused because Kemen isn't his son, right? It's his nephew or something.
No, it's his son.
Oh, he's Arizon's son.
I'm pretty like I'll look it up. I'm like 90% sure.
I thought it was too,
yeah.
but I kept getting confused because he looks more like this dude. I mean, not gonna lie,
like that, you're right.
They fucking look a lot alike. And I like his condom.
He is the son. Yep, he is the son.
He's Farazan's son. Okay.
Yep.
And clearly the Numenorians are into condom packet armor.
Zoom in a little more.
Oh yeah, those are.
Oh wow,
that's really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I think those are all the badges for the different guilds.
What is that on to the left and 3 down?
This one?
That's a Beyblade.
That's listen, she's being sneaky. I bet you it's one of the fucking pictures that we have to decipher. She was being way too obvious with that. You gotta bring it harder than that, Weinstein.
We'll see.
She was like very specific of which one she wanted us to zoom in on.
Yeah, because that's totally something I would do. Yeah. Thank you, Kevin, for catching that.
In there. Yeah.
It's a Beyblade.
Anyways, so again, bringing all the faithful into a circle, and then getting rid of everybody, and then using that as a push for the.
Erin.
I want to talk about
Erin.
Yeah,
Erin.
Erin.
So it's
Erin.
One of those two.
Yeah, it's Erin. I think they can't make me like
Erin. So we had Light Blinded Fool as a guest, and he brought a theory to us that kind of swayed me a little bit on.
Oh, are we going to do this again?
All right. Not the whole thing, because I can't remember the whole thing.
Whatever.
So, basically, we hated Erin, and now just Tavern hates her. I think that she maybe has a little bit of a redemption arc availability here, and we're seeing some of it with how she's trying to help her dad out. Like, the argument is that she's still a loving daughter. She's not perfect, but she's still a loving daughter. And I think they gave that to us.
The argument was that she's still a loving daughter, even though her dad was an absentee father that was a piece of crap and never gave her the light of the time of day.
You took that a little too far, Tavern. That's not what was said.
That's pretty much what was being said.
Pretty much
they
is
tried
not
to blame.
They
tried to blame Arendelle for everything.
And look, Light Blinded Fool is here. He knows what's up. So
I see
he did a very good job with this theory. Like, yeah. So seeing her trying to help her dad and give him a heads up really kind of, Light Blinded Fool was right. Our guest was correct. Good job, buddy. I'm
going to tell you this. They keep trying. They keep trying to make her likable. Like she's trying to save her dad. No, she needs to freaking be tested by the Valar is what I think.
How dare her not be a perfect, completely infallible individual. Darn her.
No, listen, I love me some evil people. I love Sauron. This one has Sauron has more soul. You
love Sauron, but you have troubles with this?
Yeah, she has less soul than Sauron is all I'm saying.
Get out of here.
The shit that she pulled, overthrowing Muriel, no. Dead to me. She's dead to me.
Oh my God. You like to dig
How
in
would
on
you
this.
like
Anyways,
me
Kevin,
to try to change your view?
Go for it.
I don't know who you're asking, me or...
All right. Talking to me, probably.
Let's frame this situation as it is, okay? And I won't be trashing Elendil. I won't be calling him a complete absentee father. There are hints that he wasn't as present as he could have been, and there are hints that he has had that he has not fully processed the passing of his wife. That is
true.
For that,
I will get
those are just
100% on that. 100%.
Yes,
and
he clearly has difficulty communicating, like many typical Stoic fathers from like TV shows that we've seen in the past. He's not an unseen before kind of archetype
or 1970s Miami.
Yeah. Exactly. Let's frame their relationship like this. Very devout and religious father, daughter who does not believe in the same religion as him and believes he is letting his views in the religious inform his politics and too much of his life to the point where she believes that his actions are leading them to ruin, because that is what she has been presented with. Now, typically speaking, this is not an uncommon kind of estrangement that we see between daughters and fathers. We see difference of generation gaps between religions, politics, things of that. So all I'm saying is that we are seeing Elendil as the correct side, because that is the narrative. The narrative is that Elendil and the faithful are the correct good guys. That is what's being presented by the narrative, and the people of Farazan very clearly not the good guys. And we have Yeren, who's kind of semi in the middle, where she has been helping him and she has been doing what she believes is going to push them towards the correct path as she sees it. However, there were unintended consequences to her youth and her idealism, and has had regrets. And this is her reaching out an olive branch. I don't believe this is her trying to redeem herself. She knows what she's gotten into at this point. But this is the start of her trying to see that her view was equally kind of black and white as her father's, and they're both falling into the same trap of not finding a common middle ground. So this is all to say, I thought that that type of arc was going to be present for both her and Kemen. Then Kemen stabbed Valendil in the back, and that kind of went out the window for me, and I kind of gave up on the redemption arc for him. However, but they still sent, they sent him away. But they gave us like those hints of like obviously Farazan and him having a equally tumultuous relationship of kind of dysfunction. So I was like, oh, the hints are there too. So maybe it's going to be like a couple thing where they kind of help each other come back to the light of whatever the narrative says is the good side.
Valar.
All right.
Yes. So I still think that she has that potential. I do think that Kemen has kind of gone down a different path of not redemption.
No,
so I
Kemen,
think that people are,
Kemen's even lower on my. Well, actually, on our tier list, he was higher than she was, just because everybody loved to hate him. He was doing so well in that regard.
And that's the thing too. Like, when the narrative presents me a character clearly designed to make me not like them,
yeah, 100%.
I'm suspicious, because I'm like, all right. So what kind of angle are they going for? Is this going to be like a bad guy to good guy? Is this going to be like unlikely heroes? Like, what are they going to play?
The anti-hero kind of thing. Yeah.
So I'm immediately clued on those people, and I focus on them, and I get invested in them in particular. So I like them. Yeah. I like them in the same way that you see people like Elida, because they're kind of a hot mess.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I love that connection.
I see your point. I still don't like her, but I see your point. And this went up because when you started your explanation, what I was getting was Footloose, but from the father's side. So kudos to you.
I could see that.
She wanted to be creative. Remember in the first season, she was all creative and she wanted to do this and she wanted to do that.
A lot's happened in her world since
lots happened.
She's grieving. Like there's so much grief driving what she's doing right now.
Yeah. And she thinks that I think what her core motivation for a lot of this has been trying to find something to quiet, losing Isildur, because he's presumed dead still. And she 100% believes without a doubt that the only reason he's dead is because her dad and Muriel pushed for the aiding of Halbrand. So like they give her that like as like a at least that's like the core of it. But I think she finally starts to break down off of that when she brings Muriel to the prison. Like that's like I think that's what told me, like, as that's fair. I think that was when I was like, oh, she's gonna start doing a little bit against. I feel like that was like the first clip. She's like, she's not 100% in on the Farazan side, even if she has to act that way from now on. I think she might be like the helping smuggle faithful out, or kind of that kind. I could see her evolving into that kind of role. If she lives that long, kind of thing.
I agree with that. Okay, so all my personal bias aside, no, I see all of that. I completely agree with that.
They have more siblings too. They have other brothers.
The irony.
Yeah, we're gonna get to see them.
Yeah.
I got somebody on my side for a little bit there. Ooh, I don't like her. So that's.
I mean, I don't like her. Yeah, like I think that there's just some wiggle room here with this
I'll take
character.
that as a hate. So, and I'll put that in my win column. No, but I think what's ironic is that what everybody's thrashing him for, that he's not over his wife, right? And all of it is exactly the same path that she's taking.
But if only they were able to realize that and connect on.
But it's her brother.
Ground. Oh,
yeah. Listen. This isn't a story about communication. This isn't Robert Jordan. Okay, this is J.R. Tolkien. Not everybody can be as eloquent with communication as Jordan. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yes, so well done all the time.
All right, so this woman is gorgeous, and I just love seeing pictures of her on the screen. I mean, when they did casting, looking at her, she fits the persona. She's just classy, elegant. The way they've outfitted her is just freaking incredible. She looks phenomenal.
She does always.
I love her so much, and it's sad that she had such a small role, really.
This season.
I mean, she kind of already did the thing before in the last episode where she played the, hey, I'm the martyr here, but it felt like she was just there this season to present the sword, which is great. We got the sword that we all saw in season 1 that was cool, but yeah,
Narsil.
Yeah, Narsil. Yeah, okay. That's the one that breaks on Sauron's hand, and that in the Lord of the Rings movies, Elrond's people put
pretty cool. Together.
Yeah.
Okay, so Light Blinded Fool's comment here is interesting. Yep. He says, "I thought getting saved from the Kraken by the Valar would have had more impact." Yeah. I agree, but like the opening moment with the Númenóreans, I think you hear someone just kind of whispering about the queen being able to bewitch the sea, and so they used what she did to take down the faithful, and they just went right past that note.
Yeah, it was tough because he touched the Palantir and saw Halbrand, or maybe Sauron. He realized that was Sauron, and he was like, oh, that's my new plan. So I don't know if maybe he saw the future and he was like, oh, this is the plan that works, kind of thing. Like I don't, the Palantir thing is like kind of vague, like it's still kind of like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's the communication, shows, but I don't think
it's one way.
Well, no, it's not only
straight
that.
into the brain.
I think that they're seeing glimpses of possible futures, right? Things that might come to pass, but it's definitely not being used as it is in Lord of the Rings, where like Saruman's communicating with Sauron, and that kind of stuff. It hasn't gotten to that point yet. So right now, I think seeing as, the Númenóreans are kind of superhuman anyways, and they've got some power that it grants them visions, but yeah, it's weird because everybody sees different shit. She saw the destruction of Númenor. Yaren saw, I forgot what Yaren saw.
Did you see the chat from Light Blinded Fool? It says Palantiri are not supposed to be able to see the future.
Because that's what the Eye of Sauron is it's a Palantir, and that's
so they're breaking lore here.
What are they doing then? Because they're not communicating with anybody. Where's Light Blinded?
And
it might just be a show choice as well. So
that's the thing. I'm not really sure.
Like they're breaking lore. So Elendil saw himself riding away from the city, and then we see at the end that's what he did. Like that was the future.
Yeah. It just means the books. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know if they're pulling away from the books, but in the show is what I'm saying is this is what they're giving us, that it's like it's granting visions or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right, Patrick Lightbody does not like the political arc that we're getting right now. Yeah, I think we could probably mostly agree with that.
I think that it's got to be it's going to need to be dealt with next season, or else it's going to go way too long for sure.
It's a shame because the little bit they give, it does actually
good.
capture me. Like, it's really good, but like,
Yeah.
they're like,
and it's
"We
beautiful
gotta,
too. There,
we gotta save it for later, though. We gotta save it for," and I'm like, oh, come on.
you gotta hook us now, though. Ah.
Oh, there she is. Ooh, there he
There
is.
she
Whatever.
is.
It's freaking gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Look at the eyes. I'm in love. Oh, all right. This is where it skips. Okay, so Winespring, in that first portion, is there anything else you want to add to Yaren trying to save Dad? And I'm kind of caught in what finally convinced him, because I mean, her saying, "Oh, I'm gonna stay, you have to go," I didn't think would have been convincing enough
For him to go?
Yeah, it was kind of weird. Like, she
We're
wanted
talking
him to
about
go.
from the
He's like,
queen or from his
yeah,
daughter?
when Miria was telling him,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
I need to stay, you need to go, you know, reclaim your lordship or whatever. He's fighting back on that wholeheartedly, and then he gets this freaking sword, and all of a sudden he's like, yeah, I'm out of here, and he's rocking out of town.
It was a huge symbol that she handed him, and he seems to trust his queen.
He does, but I
think they have like this, like, they need to kiss thing happening too.
I
So-
think they've already done
sure.
that. I think behind the scenes they've been the thing for a while.
Well, they're not showing it enough if they are actually doing that. I don't think. I think the chemistry is mad on fire.
No,
It's
the
beautiful with
chemistry is
them.
on point.
Mhm.
Good
I
Lord,
think they
I
just
will
have
watch
too
a
many.
whole season, which is them igniting.
I think they have too many relationship things going on though, because you know they've got kind of
Too much drama.
Nori and nobody. Then you've got Isildur and Elsbeth. Is that
Estrid?
No. Estrid, thank
Estrid.
you. They continue with the whole Sauron Galadriel thing, although I don't think it's really romance anymore. But there's still that connection that makes it weird.
And he has a weird obsession with her for sure.
Oh yeah, he wants her to be
Lifeline in
queen.
Full. Have you seen this? What letter is he talking about? Farazan gets a letter.
Yeah, we got a
potentially
letter way
Gilgalad?
back.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to remember
they did.
a different season or different episode.
No, so okay, so the letter that Lifeline is Fool's talking about was the letter that Gilgalad wrote to Celebrimbor, I think, saying, "Hey, the rings worked," but that letter never made it because the elf couriers were killed, right? And then later on is when Elrond and Galadriel find the bodies of those elves.
Not that letter. He's saying
There's a second
that
letter,
Gilgalad. Yeah, the second letter, letting them know that Halbrand is Sauron.
Who let them know that?
And since Numenor helped Halbrand, they need to know that he's actually Sauron. The letter was after justification for arresting Muriel.
Oh, okay.
At
So
least
that
I
maybe the
think it was
timing
a
was they got the
letter.
letter, and they were able to like kind of corroborate
you're
what
talking
he
about-
saw.
Okay.
Maybe.
Are you talking about the letter that Farazan used
yes,
at the very beginning?
To
For
arrest-
whatever reason, I didn't think that was a letter. I thought that was kind of made up, that he took what was in the vision and he put a decree together where he made his own shit up. I don't think he got a letter from anybody.
Yeah, beginning of the episode. Something like that. I almost need to go. That's that. I forgot. Good call out. Lifeline and Fool. That's interesting.
I
'Cause they
honestly
did need
thought
to
it was just something that they made up. I never took it as a letter coming from anyone. Huh, that's interesting.
Okay, let's ponder that.
Okay,
We've been going
all
about
right.
an hour. Let's do some questions maybe before we switch to the works.
Yeah, let's do that. Let me find
Because
the
I'm
photo.
getting y'all so good this time.
All right, here we go. Number 6.
ready.
We're gonna go a little quicker with these though. Where is Q?
I totally nabbed a photo of y'all's like stumped thinking face and posted on X. It's hysterical.
You're
you guys.
funny.
It was
I'm pretty
beautiful.
sure I know what this one is.
I don't know if you do.
I'm pretty sure I do. Here, let me zoom this in. Sorry, I keep forgetting this.
Thank you. Thank
Don't
you.
forget to
They're
throw in
tiny.
chat, you guys. Throw in chat if you think you can figure this out.
I'm gonna say it's Elrond's horse armor.
It's a nose.
It's a thumb.
It's a thumb nose.
No, the horse is down. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say something else. Something else. Because the horse
That's
is
very
dead.
specific, Kevin.
Yeah,
I was thinking of-
he was going all in on the friggin' horse.
I didn't
armor.
hate it. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't hate it. It was good.
It was good. It was a good guess.
I was looking at the curvature. I was like, I was trying to let me also close chat again. Get rid of chat.
Yeah, because we have some guesses coming in.
Yeah. I closed it before I saw anything. It's pretty clean.
Y'all better not be cheating
Look at
either, you
look
guys.
at the
I
Bobbsey
know.
twins answering at the same time with the same answer.
I'll say
Mr. Moonbound, something original over here.
Yeah, he's like all over the place. I don't know what the
it
hell
does
he's
look
doing.
like it does look like Gil-galad's fancy High King armor. So I'll go with that instead of the horse armor, which I was.
His armor was beautiful.
I am
like
agreeing
how they're
with
fancy,
Kevin, and that is also what most of chat is saying.
Is it? Oh,
really? Are we still bringing up the lawn chairs? Thanks, man.
I love it.
Kevin, just so since you don't know what happened is the last storm that came through here, I was picking up the lawn furniture from the back patio and the wind picked up and closed the lawn chair on my nose. So I had a scab on the bridge of my nose for like a week and a half, and they're still talking shit about my scab because my chat fucking loves me.
We do. Everyone does.
Anyways, all right, here's the answer. It is Gil-galad.
Yeah.
All right.
Good job.
So one thing that I did not notice until this episode, because it was just really dark and muddy and shit, and the last time I was paying attention, is the half gold, half white aspect of the tree, or whatever the hell that is. That's cool. I didn't notice that before.
Yeah. I love this shot of Gil-galad too. He just looks like such a baller.
Still missing
He's a
fucking
king
sideburns.
who fought. Like he's a king who was fighting.
I'm
Like,
still upset about the
that's so
sideburns.
good.
Whatever. All right, question 7. Oh, that okay. This is a nose. It's a nose.
And a mouth.
And a mouth. It's
Grima Wormtongue. No, it's Adar mid transformation back to Uruk form.
Oh my goodness, that moment. I can't. Okay, that's gonna be fun to talk about. Okay.
That's what everybody's
When we get
saying in chat as well. So let's go take a look at
our beauty version.
It's full elf.
This is a glow up. This is a glow up.
This is a huge glow up. Yeah. My goodness.
But if I'm not mistaken, Gil-galad is first stage as well, right? Gil-galad is the first stage elf. Chat. And
I mean, I want to say yes too.
Yeah,
but
this guy.
Too.
I think Galadriel is too. Yeah, because she was definitely older than Celebrimbor. So
yes, first stage elf.
It's weird how similar his hair and coloration look to Gil-galad. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's just cool.
But they fixed the sideburn issue.
Yeah, they gave him sideburns that I fucking
with
hate.
Gil-galad, they did a good job here. With
Who the hell doesn't give somebody any kind of sideburn? It's not even a fade. It's not even a fade. Is what makes it worse. It's just freaking horrible. All right. Question number 8.
Here we go now.
Oh no, I hate you so much.
Oh, I know that. I know those lips.
Yeah. Fucking hate him so much.
That's Theo. Those are Theo's lips.
Totally Theo.
Sorry, was this the easy round? Thank you for the easy round.
Yeah,
I needed my confidence back actually.
So very pouty these lips are.
All right, let's see. Where is he? Yeah, Theo. They were getting it in chat too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. On
so
to question 9.
Question 9.
Why are they all out of freaking order? There we go.
9.
Q9. Ooh.
9.
That's a toughie.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
This is a good one. What do you guys?
Yeah, you got to zoom in here. We got to enhance.
Okay. I'm gonna go on a freaking. Actually, go ahead, Kevin. I'll let you go first because I'm gonna.
No. I'm still thinking. Go ahead.
Okay. This doesn't look like anyone on the show. I don't think it's anybody on the show.
Patrick Whitebody's like, I don't know.
Horse.
A horse.
A horse.
I
we have
think
Sauron.
It looks like.
Oh, we got a sour. Oh, we got the stranger. All right, we got some good guesses coming in.
I could see stranger. It looks like It looks like when Sauron maybe was when Sauron turned into Celebrimbor, like on the on the battlements.
Yeah. The
Is it the
Stonehenge.
lighting?
The lighting is good for that. Yeah, but it's like it's almost like the side of his hair, because he usually has his hair pushed back, but like down the sides, it was usually a little bit down. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, because it's like a brownish with like a little bit of graying. That's I'll lock in that. I think that's where I'll leave it.
So Sauron as Celebrimbor in the light.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty good guess. All right, Tavern, it's you, and then let's pop it up. Let's show it.
I am looking.
I
I'm
think
not looking.
jumped.
All right.
Aragorn.
Aragorn. Let's see who it is. What is this? 9? So let's go to
It's
A.
9.
Where's A9 at?
It's 9.
Where you at, A9? There you is. I was right.
It's my forehead.
Hey, it's us. We're in a
So you were right. It was Aragorn. I mean Sauron.
You're right.
I was like, I think I have a photo of us.
It was the lighting. I knew it was not from the show.
100%
not.
Patrick Bowdy. I was totally gonna say Wine Spring.
That was.
It was actually,
but it was my hair.
It was Kevin's hair. Yeah, it wasn't Wine Spring. All right, let's see. And the last one for this round. That was a good one. Q10.
You even warned me.
Boombound, you turd.
Oh dear Jesus.
He said, "Yep, it was a horse." Oh yeah, you're welcome. That was just the easy round.
This one is.
It started easy.
She's gonna be mad at me when I guess.
I'm pissed right now. So upset.
Who is old?
Okay. Oh, sir, it's faux old.
Who is old?
What makes you think this is something old, huh?
That is Sauron.
I'm just trying to help.
That is Sauron. He's old. Sauron's old. He's like thousands of years old or whatever.
Thousands of years old.
Millennia. Yeah,
I am going to say
like
it is also Sauron when he does that stupid smile.
Oh, we have an Isildur too in chat.
Is it the
Isildur?
Is it when he does the?
Oh wait, that's
face
not right.
Or whatever.
Yeah, he makes a weird face,
Yeah,
he gets his wrinkles. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Sauron as well.
I got an FFS.
What?
This might be the one. Oh yeah. It's the one
Yeah.
he uses the nose picture. Yeah.
I actually showed. Yeah, I showed it earlier.
Yeah, I was like, damn it.
All right. Moving on to Eregion and the battle, the remaining battle of Eregion, I guess.
Okay.
One, I put this in here because it's just a cool freaking shot, and these Uruk freaking this Uruk makeup is freaking insane. So good. And stabbies.
Pretty good shot. Pretty good shot there.
Yeah. We talked about this last episode, how the hell the Uruk were fighting in the daytime and stuff, and we just came to the conclusion that there was just so much smoke in the air that they were protected from their normal bullshit.
Sunlight.
There was a lot of fire. Yeah.
And the trap is sprung.
Oh my gosh. Did anybody gasp when they came out and they were there?
I was surprised.
You were? Okay, good. I mean, I was like violently surprised. I just did not expect. I was like, oh no.
I honestly knew that there was going to be somebody there. Did not think it was the bad guys. I thought we were going to see maybe some dwarves or something, or something. But nope.
I love a good surprise like that when you think they're free. Oh my God, some of them are getting free. Oh no. I get really pulled into it.
Yeah. No, it was definitely
not so secret tunnel.
Shit.
Yeah.
Not so secret tunnel. All right, man. I get this woman's fierce face is insane. Her fierce face game is, and then you have Laura back here who wants to sell you some perfume. She's spritzing you with perfume as you're going through the freaking store.
I like perfume. So
No, I listen. The elves
They
on
can't
the
all be
show
warriors.
are on point.
I
Yeah, no,
mean,
right? The elves on this show are
you know,
freaking on point.
Kevin, you kind of nailed it with that. They can't all be warriors because there were those scenes like with
Oh yeah,
an elf getting taken down with one arrow, not defending himself, not running. It's like, oh yeah, not all of them are warriors. I
Yeah, they
really
live
saw
thousands
that.
of years, and some of them are just artists. They just only do art.
And
So.
what a delightful culture to be a part of, where you
look at
don't have to be a
Celebrimbor.
warrior.
Celebrimbor was basically a smith, or he'd like to create stuff. I mean, he didn't. I don't think he was a fighter. I'm sure he was well versed in warfare when it came to defending his city and whatnot. But yeah, another thing I love about this.
Badass.
Yeah, no, he really he grew into that role pretty well.
Like our tier list is shit. Like,
yeah, we need to fix our tier list. It was pretty bad. I love this scene. What I love about this scene is that, unlike many other freaking shows, when she pulls the 9 rings out of her bra or wherever she's pulling it from, they have to show cleavage or some shit like this. This was fucking perfect. She just reached into her fucking coat and pulled them out. End of story. And
I didn't even notice. You're right. Yeah.
And she's, man, even after a fight, that outfit is fucking incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the detail.
I think that's what I was thinking with Gil Galad's armor too. I was like, it's so clean, but like he looks so dirty.
Yeah.
And like same with her, like the outfit just
is that
stays
like elf magic?
Yeah,
it must be something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea. Maybe they just learned how to put dry cleaning into their clothes. So
they must always
been
look
around
good
for
no matter what. Yeah.
millennia.
So Live Blind and Full brings up a good point. How did the orcs know what that means? Like the 9 reasons? Like, did they have some meeting? I'm after 9 rings.
Well,
they got no clue. They got no clue.
No,
they're just following.
Like, how did? Yeah,
just
but
remember that.
Why did they keep this random elf alive? Why did they?
No. Remember, Adar asked Elrond about the ring. He knew. No. He asked him about the ring because he knew that Galadriel had gotten rid of it or had given it to him. And so he knew about the rings. And so if he knew about the rings and he knew that people were going to try to escape the city and he knew the way out, yeah, you would say, I mean, the fact that it just so happened to be them, it could have been anybody else that came out of there and got caught. They were just sitting there waiting for whoever came out. So when she says, yeah, I got 9 of them, basically talking about rings, then yeah, they would know. I mean, they would have standing orders to bring anybody with anything important.
So Live Blind and Full says, like, maybe Adar didn't know about the 9. Do we know about the 9? How does Adar know about the 9?
He might not know about the 9, but they know who she is.
I think, yeah, because she was prisoner there.
Yeah.
They knew so she would say, like, yeah, she might just be like saying, "Oh, I've got something he will want," and there's 9 of them.
Yeah,
like, just kind of being vague more for the like the line was more for the audience to be like,
for us laymen to match what's happening.
Yeah,
the story.
But I think, I think it's more like a, hey, take me to your boss. Yeah. He's gonna want to see me kind of thing.
Ooh, and they just know who she is, so they listened. Okay. I mean, it works, obviously.
Yeah.
All right, so it's about to get real.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
They gave us what the chat was wanting last episode. We'll get to that picture in a second. Or at least it was being mentioned in chat. I was thinking that we weren't going to get it in the way that it was in the books.
Yeah. You didn't want to spoil it. This is
what you were talking about. It happens. Yeah. But they did it differently.
I've heard interviews say that it might make an appearance early next season in the fashion that I've seen mentionings of that. Well, they might keep him like for the actual.
I'll bring up the.
But it would have been too much to do. It would have been too much to do.
Yeah,
like,
agreed.
In this episode, but I think that there's discussion about that kind of.
This bit right here was just enough of a kiss. Okay, so do you want to know, Wine Spring?
Yeah. Okay. But doesn't spoil it. Like, I don't know. Is this one of those things we need to leave just in case for people watching now?
Okay, so if you're watching and you know and you don't want to know the next
anything at all,
Celebrimbor storyline arc, I would cover my ears now or walk away
Because I do want to know. Because there's been a lot.
Yeah, because there's a lot of discussion, and you're kind of left out of it. I figured you would want to know. Somebody's like Blinded Fool. It's not a spoiler to you because you write passages of the Lord of the Rings with your Cheerios or your Alphabetios or whatever.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so Celebrimbor, of course, dies at the hand of Sauron, who then uses his dead, mutilated body as his banner in front of his armies.
It's like a standard. So like they carry him on the end of the stick.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of fan art of it called the Celebrim banner.
Yeah, the Celebrim banner.
Google.
That's what they mentioned in chat last week.
Yeah. So it's like they use him on the end of the spear, kind of holding it up like you raise a flag at the front of an army, kind of marching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what Sauron uses as his banner, is Celebrimbor's body. It's fucking horrific. Anyways.
Yeah.
So
they did not need to do that in this episode. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they did enough to this poor man.
When this arrow moment happened, I remember like having almost an adrenaline rush. I was so angry. I was so angry when I saw it.
Oh yeah.
And just to hear what you're saying and to picture it, oh man, I'm pissed.
Oh, Sauron's. I mean, one, like Blinded Fool was saying, it's to strike fear into the hearts of the elves. But
it does the opposite. It does the opposite to me. I would want to fuck him up if I was an elf.
Some people would be a rallying cry. Yeah.
Huge rally. Like that's almost like an I dare you type thing. Like, like that makes me mad to think about.
Yeah.
I can imagine it.
This particular scene right here.
Is thinking about it.
When he tells him, look what you made me do to you, or look what you did to yourself, or whatever it was that he basically blames Celebrimbor for being in this state, right? Like putting himself in that state.
Is that your mouse over the top of the image?
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, let's move that off.
Wait.
It's so distracting.
Sorry.
There we go.
I didn't even know it was over there. So yeah, it's such a disturbing scene because it's so freaking real. Like if anybody that's ever faced abuse, this scene and the fact that Sauron talked about it last episode, the abuse, that mental and physical and all the abuse that he underwent under Morgoth, that he's now putting on Celebrimbor.
He was trained well, it looks like.
Well, it's they've done it extremely realistically. Like it's insane. Like every time this shit comes up, my brain starts twitching. So yeah, really well done.
Oh, I'm still mad about the Celebrim banner.
It's worthy of being angry about.
Yeah, it is worthy about being. I'm not laughing
we moved on
at
so fast. I'm really mad.
And the whole everything he did, like this shot is so. I got this particular shot because they're so small in the grand scheme of everything
it's like a sunken
going around
ship
them.
is what it looks like.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
It's like they're tiny little people in this giant friggin' place, and it's all the focus is on this tiny little corner.
Because that's where the important part is, right?
Yeah, it's freaking crazy.
So small, but so important. Yeah.
Oh, when he got up, his Boromir moment. Come on now, Kevin. What did you think he was going to get up?
You'd seen like he had started to kind of push back and resist a little bit. Now like kind of get like in the same way that we see King Durin eventually do it. Like we see him push the barbs out and kind of back at him every once in a while before he kind of gets reset back to like the baseline. And I think that it was just that was like the most gratifying moment, was just kind of seeing him taken down a peg and just kind of dressed down and just being called out. Because he thinks he's unreadable. He thinks that he's this inscrutable, nobody can fully understand him. Like,
narcissist.
And
Sauron.
Yeah.
And then just to get kind of like called out like to a T like that. Like I feel like that's 50% of the reason for the tears were those barbs. The other like maybe 25% was like the loss of Celebrimbor, because I do think that even though they are manipulative and self-serving relationships, I do think that he has real investment in the relationships that he has. But they're
Investment is
all
a good
for
word.
self-gain. Yeah, they're all
Yes.
self-gain investment, but he feels that loss for sure. And then 25% is like anger, like look what you've made me do to you, still kind of persisting. So I feel like the tears are very, very complex tears, and they're like, because he's been hurt in a way. He's like, there's no way that anyone could say something that would hurt me. I'm fucking Sauron, whatever, blah blah.
But yeah, man, when he said, Lord of Deceivers, deceiving even yourself last episode,
Ooh,
I was like,
nailed it.
oh, that was so good.
Yeah.
I don't think they're fully crocodile's tears, because there's no one to observe them, like Blinded Fool, until the orcs got there, and maybe he kind of dialed them up. But like, no one was there to see them, so like he's crying for himself. Like that's a him moment.
Yeah, 100%. And we this is the one thing that I think. Well, yeah, pretty much the one thing that we got right. The other one were gratuitous S pluses. Was Charlie Vickers. Was
phenomenal.
Oh my God.
I love to hate him.
He was
also
so
love
good.
to see him be so bad at the same time. Yeah.
He's so good.
Let's see. So before we move on, I want to talk about what we were talking about. This scene where Celebrimbor is getting up, pushing himself up. I wasn't thinking about how he's trying to like goad Sauron outside of the idea that he is in physical pain, and he's goading his tormentor, so his tormentor will snap and kill him to end the suffering that he's feeling. Like that's what I saw when I watched it.
I can see that too. Yeah.
He needed the torture to end, and that is they know each other so well, and he knew how to push those buttons, and he did. And
I think, and he said exactly what he needed to say to make it.
Yeah.
So I see both of them. I mean, I see that, yes, he would want it to end. How do I goad him? But not only goading, but meaning every fucking thing he said. Every word that came out of his mouth.
He knew. They know
that's
each
why
other.
It hurt.
Yeah.
That's why
it worked.
Yeah.
It wouldn't work if he was like, your hair bow is stupid. Like he's not gonna
hey,
work.
now.
Yeah.
I'm starting to grow my hair back just so that I can
get
a hair bow. It might take me a couple of decades, but you never know.
Yeah, Callie says she agrees, and Sauron said that he would keep torturing him, and you can't let that happen. No way. Yeah.
It's like, what is that? What's that like Greek myth of the guy who's like strapped to the top of a mountain with his liver being eaten, but he's like immortal or whatever. So like you're gonna feel the pain forever kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is also a good point.
Endless torture, Jesus.
A wind you can't follow, aka your soul will never make it to Valinor. Yep.
Oh man, I cheered, like arms in the air, like cheered with that line. I was like, get him with that. Yes.
Listen, this guy shot up. Okay, Kevin, I'm sorry. I gotta.
What?
We had him as a C.
Oh, let's see it.
We had him as a C.
C for Celebrimbor. I get it.
Granted, this happened. Episode 5? Was this episode 4?
Yeah,
episode 5 of last season.
4.
No,
this season.
Was it episode 4? Okay, yeah. So it was this season.
It was like a mid-season tier list. So we need to do another one. We need to do it because this is
in a couple of weeks. We're bringing a couple of people back, and we're gonna fix this atrocity.
Yes.
Although
this makes me sick to look at now.
She's never leaving. She's never leaving that column.
I mean, to be fair though, you have Kemen above her, which is kind of criminal at this point.
Because
so gross.
Because he was so good at being gross. That's why.
I agree. But this list was pre-Valandil.
It was
right.
It was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true.
That is the only point I'm making.
We have a lot of
that
work,
was episode
you guys.
5. Yeah.
We have a lot of work here.
Yeah, we need to fix all of that stuff.
Shame on us.
All right. Now I don't know why I have a picture of him here. You don't understand my hatred for this person, Kevin. You might understand my hatred for Theo.
Oh no, a poor teenage boy. Why do we hate him?
You know damn well from season 1. He was just the freaking worst in season 1. And he's still kind of
predictable.
Yeah, he's still kind of creepy a little bit, to be honest with you. I don't like the smile. He's never smiled before, I don't think. and I'm pretty sure I don't like it.
What's it with you not liking the grieving children on the show? I'm just saying.
We are seeing a
Because they
pattern
just-
emerge.
Because they
There's a
just need to
pattern
suck
with you,
it up.
Kevin.
That's why. It's
You're like,
So,
well,
let's
this
see.
child in grief.
I'll give
is
you
the
something to
worst.
grieve.
You can predict Tavern tier list by the age of the character. Then, yeah,
Yes.
the younger they are, the more
Yes.
That's not
hateful.
true. That's not true. No, Theo
Okay,
just
lost a parent.
listen.
You know
Theo was just what was it I said during that stream? I said he was just very Harry Potter at the beginning of Order of the Phoenix. I didn't like him. He's a whiny little shit in the first season, and he just
He's
rubbed
gone
me the
through a
wrong way.
lot. Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
He needs like he hasn't quite gotten in like a full arc, or at least like an arc that's going to be obvious for the entire series. I feel like that's the hard part with him, is that we don't know where he's going to go, because it feels like he's like, it could be either way. Yeah,
Which is
Yeah.
fascinating. I enjoy that a lot.
Here's
Yeah.
okay. My theory is that Theo's line becomes the steward's, because him and
You have
Isildur,
to-
whereas Isildur basically
Are those
they-
the ghost people? The
no,
ghost army?
no. The stewards are the stewards of Gondor. Boromir, Faramir, their father.
Oh.
That he when Isildur and Elendil create Gondor and start that whole freaking thing, and you end up with Aragorn. I think that Theo is the ancestors of the lineage that become the stewards of Gondor, which are like the right-hand man of the king.
Okay, so those are not the ghost people, because I've heard the ghost people. I've heard the theory that
Those
he's
are the
like
Southlanders. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Patrick
okay.
Lightbody's
You think he might be the leader of the?
I've heard that
Huh.
as a theory. I don't know if I don't know enough to say whether it's the theory I subscribe to, but that's at least one that I've heard, is that he's the one that he makes an oath to Isildur, which that's like part of the reason why they're cursed, is they break an oath to
You
help
think this is
defend.
Ooh,
Potential.
okay.
I think that's
Interesting.
one
it's
thing
possible.
I've heard people say that, at least.
That is true, because by the time we see Aragorn getting to them, it's been 3,000 years.
long
Something
time,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's been around 3,000 years, right? So that's possible.
And
okay,
he's
so then
definitely drawn to darkness a little bit.
he is a little weird.
He's a
He's a
gray.
little
He's a
bit-
bit gray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is it's like he wants to be good, but he's also super drawn to
You
the
know
bad.
what?
So he could
I
end up
just-
under the mountain.
I just realized. Does anybody know what the name of that King Under the Mountain dude was, or did they even give him a name?
King Under the Mountain's all I know, because you just said it.
In Return of the King.
A little quick Google.
Yeah, a little quick Google.
Demaro or something. We have
King of the
Patrick
Dead,
Lightbody.
King of the Mountain, King of the Dead Men. In Dunharrow is the name of the place.
King of the Dead. I think that's the name I've heard people say for Theo.
Yeah, King of the Dead Men of Dunharrow in Dwimmoburg. But I'm looking for a particular image.
Light Blind at Full is saying Rock? How would you say that?
Rock.
Riok?
Okay, never mind. The only reason I was looking is because Theo has a sword, a very distinctly shaped sword over his shoulder there, and I wanted to see.
People were
if in the-
thinking looked like Narsil, right?
well,
Galadriel's sword. She gave it to him.
oh, this one, yeah. But I was looking at the images from the movie to see if that ghost had
okay.
the same sword.
Gotcha.
That's what I was
That's
doing.
really smart. That's actually a great idea.
That'd be
Thanks.
clever, actually. Yeah.
I have they brought Narsil. I just figured whatever. Anyways, all right, moving on.
No, I mean they definitely signal certain things with proper use, for sure.
Oh no, they're doing some deep cuts with some of the stuff that you see in the background
Yeah.
for sure.
What a dingus image you grabbed here.
I know, this is great.
He looks like a goof.
How I Met Your Mother. That's the dude from How I Met Your Mother right there.
Oh, God. That's really funny.
What's his name? Dan? Is it Dan? Damn it, the one that gets the butterfly tattoo as a tramp stamp. I can't remember what his name is.
Oh, I don't remember either.
He's so
I
funny.
haven't seen it in
Anyways.
so long.
But this was just a weird little scene, because you've got a smiling Theo, which is just creepy. You've got whatever this Scott Pilgrim look on Isildur's face, and then this happens.
Oh, I love the hug. I thought that was so sweet.
The hug
You didn't
he
like it.
never,
Of course you didn't
yeah,
like it.
but the hug that he never gave Arendir, who was trying to be like a father to him.
Well, I think because the mother acknowledged Aaron Deere too much, Theo could not lean into that.
He couldn't.
But we didn't
get it
have
out of his
that.
head.
Yeah, we
whatever.
We didn't
Yeah,
have
they're
that here,
peers.
so.
They're peers, and they have a
Yes.
shared, shared
Yeah.
experience.
Peers, good word. Very good
That's
word.
a good
Yeah.
word.
Peers.
I can see where the 30-year-old and the 12-year-old are peers, but yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
He's
They
not
did
even
have- they-
12. He's got to be at
they
least
did-
17.
They
or
did have a
something
good
now,
experience. And here we go.
right? He's like moving along. I hate them both.
No, I don't dislike them. So I will say that I was wrong
About what?
about that was her beau, but I was correct about them not showing the kiss.
Yeah, there's not a lot of passion between
There's
the
not
two. We saw
passion
that
there.
a lot
So-
this episode.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
when the guy came out and goes, "Oh, there you are," and they kind of show a kiss, it was almost like a glancing. They didn't show anything.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was a little brotherly love.
Yeah.
kinda
So
kiss,
we
you
weren't
said.
sure if that was really her boyfriend or if it was somebody else.
That's fair.
What
That's
did
fair.
she say that was so telling? She said, "I thought his kindness was love." That
Yeah.
was really sad. Like,
No, that was a heart.
it speaks.
That
It
was
speaks to
pretty
the
sad,
culture
yeah.
she's from. It speaks to what she's. Yeah. What and she. That was really sad.
Yeah.
But also, like, if they're going to be together, hopefully they're nice to each other, and she's good. It's
True,
like,
true.
oh, yeah, it was kind of sad.
It actually that when she said that, the first thing that popped in my head was Les Mis, right? Where she says, "I thought his kindness, or whatever." It like you said, it's from a culture where there's not a lot,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
so you pick certain things
And
like
she's a beautiful girl. Okay,
yeah.
she's a beautiful girl in a not great place. So yeah,
Yeah.
she hooked on to someone who was kind to her.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it could have been
Ugh,
worse.
Yeah, it could have been way worse.
Oh, look who it is. Freaking
But I don't see anybody worth seeing. We'll move on.
I love this guy so much because I hate him so much. It's so
I think that's what I appreciate a good heel.
Oh,
Like you need to have
yeah.
someone who is a heel sometimes. Like they mess things up. They just kind of stir the
Mhm.
pot a little bit. Like it's
He is good at that.
that's where the drama and the
Ugh.
spice comes in. Even if you want him to die, but
no, yeah, and the fact that he exudes preppy,
Murder him.
the fact that he exudes preppy wearing this, like I'm looking at him and I see a pop collar. I'm sorry, I
What's
he
wrong with
comes
the
from
pop collar?
He comes
Sorry,
from a
that's
wealthy
cool. I
family.
do it.
He's like the old 80s movies, where they always had a little pop collar and they're wearing polos, and those
Oh
were
my
always the
God.
bad kids, the jerks at school because they came from money. That's this dude. That's who this
Okay.
dude is.
He shows
And-
up. He's the only one that's clean.
And he's
Like, he
good.
gives a shot.
He's so freaking amazing at it.
Mhm.
Oh, look at that freaking fish head. Is that what you were talking about, Kevin?
that's what that was the fish that I was talking about. That's what I
Oh,
thought
that's
that
so
was.
cool. I didn't even notice that. It looks freaking amazing. But yeah, so thoughts on Kevin, Kevin?
Oh no. So Patrick Lightbody says, Kev, when he makes that little smirk on his face, he kind of reminds me of
Oh shit.
There's a reason
Someone.
why I have quite a few cropped photos of his face for reaction images.
I
to
have
use, so.
seen some of your latest
Show-
posts lately,
show
and
us your
they are
smirk.
pretty amazing.
Show us your Kim and smirk. Nailed it. It's good. It's good.
Well, I would hope so. It's his. So several things happen here.
Like
Theo
wonderful. That's awesome.
Theo
That was
says,
pretty good.
which one? This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's exactly
That's
what it is.
perfect.
He's the leader of the Socias and the Outsiders. That's
Oh.
who this guy is.
He's a doge.
He's a Soch. A lot of stuff happening here. One, Kevin kind of showed up out of nowhere. I don't remember them sending him away.
There's
It was
a
Did I
lot
miss
of
that?
happening in the
Vanished for a while,
background.
yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
Did they mention that he was getting sent away somewhere? Because I don't remember.
He did say that. He did say you've done enough damage. So it was almost like he was like, I have to think of a reason to get rid of this piece of shit.
I remember that line, and it was a great line.
He was pretty upset
Yeah.
with him.
And,
Yeah.
and the fact
Yeah.
that we talked about that because it went right over his freaking head.
Yeah,
Yep.
he did. He was like, I've done
register.
good, haven't I, Father? I've done so good, haven't I? Aren't
Yeah,
you
just
proud
like
of me,
when he
Dad?
threatens him with whatever his mom had said that he was going to have a horrendous death. His
That
only
was the
concern
line.
was, what else did she say?
That was the line I thought. I was like, maybe he'll have the redemption. Maybe he'll come around, but because there's obviously something more there. But no.
It was fun watching him squirm when he sees Isildur is alive.
Ooh, yeah.
That was
I got a shot of that.
Enjoyable.
Well,
yeah,
no,
that was really
spicy.
good to see.
That
I was like, what is?
face.
Yeah, I mean, he's about to vomit. You guys.
He like shit his
This is-
pants.
Yeah,
Like
this is not good news.
there is a brown log on the ground where he was standing before because he just
yeah.
So
Mr. Moonbound, he gives my dad can beat your dad up vibes.
Yeah, so much.
That's pretty good.
So there was an interesting thing. I don't have the video. So you see him walking off the boat, right? When he first gets there and he's got his little guards or whatever. He doesn't see Isildur for a few minutes. And by that time, he's like somewhere else, has nobody around him, right?
Yeah.
So he gives the hug. They're talking a little bit later.
Yeah.
He's surrounded by his goons again. And he's like, that's why your father's been arrested for treason. Because he had protection.
Yep.
Yeah.
As soon as he had backup.
Yeah, as soon as he had backup.
Which is not dumb for him to do.
No. I've never said Kevin
He's
is
a
dumb.
player here. Yeah.
I've never said Kevin is dumb or Kevin is dumb. He just, when it comes to certain things, they go right over his head because he's so interested. He didn't, just like you said, Yaren didn't have her father present. He didn't have his mom present. And you can tell that because he's dying to know everything about her.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, moms are the best. I mean, you know.
Here's the Perrin love triangle. This is our Perrin love triangle. This poor sap is just stuck in the middle.
Is he Perrin? And that's supposed to be Egwene?
Yeah, that's Egwene, and then Rand. Isildur is Rand. That's
Oh no.
Except in this scenario, he had the girl, and Mr. Firehands took her away. But just the acting in these scenes are phenomenal. She's staring at him. He's
very subtle.
He's like just almost embarrassed because everybody can see what's happening. And then it cuts over to
this
pretty
very
boy
awkward
Floyd.
moment.
Yeah.
Like he was staring at the rock for so long. I was like, what is he doing? Is he listening to the rock? Like, is he carving something? Is he kissing it? What is he doing to this rock? He was doing it for so long.
It was weird. I think he was hiding his face.
His face. Yeah.
From the orcs. He didn't want them to see him. Yeah.
Right. I think that's what it was. At first I was like, is this some kind of coffin? But then I was like, no, it's one of the stones from their circles or whatever. But yeah, it was a very weird intro.
I wonder if he's praying for like the first time in like
possible
millennia. Like I don't know if elves because they probably they have people that they would maybe think about. Maybe this is the first time he can like hear nature in the way that elves do, or something. Like he's just experiencing like this like overwhelmed kind of like rush of senses kind of back to him that he probably assumed he'd never feel again kind of thing. So that's kind of I do agree he's probably hiding his face too, but he does seem kind of like almost exalted kind of in a way.
Yeah. Like irreverent almost. Yeah.
Yeah. Cause it was like he was praying and I was like, what is up with this rock? And there's another image that I have of these rocks later on that I saw something that was really cool on. But yeah, so
we did move past something that, of course, Live Line Info brought up in chat that I thought was smart
was
to
it back
bring up.
here?
How Kimmin was like, y'all ready to chop down some trees?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. I was like, this is not good.
When he was like, they're just trees, you can handle that, right? And I'm thinking to myself,
no.
We don't.
But these low men know about the trees and what the trees can do. So they're not going to just participate, I'm sure. Like that next season could be very interesting with what's happening here.
That's going to be pretty good.
A good call out on that.
All right. Back to, he never did say his original elf name, did he?
Nope.
It's
I think it's meant to be left open-ended. For people
It's
to
cool,
assume,
though.
but yeah, it is. I think it's the right. I think sometimes people are afraid to leave mysteries in stories, and sometimes you just because that's what keeps us talking about this stuff is the fact that there are mysteries. So I think it's
Wait, what did I
good choice
miss?
there.
I was reading
The
chat.
fact
So
they didn't
Name.
say his elf
He
name.
never said his
That's
name,
right.
elf name.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
The other good thing
I think
about
it was the
that
right
is,
choice.
yeah, I
Yeah.
agree, because at this point, any name that they use, people like us or people like Light Blinded Fool or Patrick Lightbody, who are like way deep into it, Kritter, they're going to try to, and might even succeed at making a connection of some sort, even though that's not the real thing, right?
Mhm.
Going back to the elves from the first age or whatever. So not giving him a name is freaking perfect. He is one of the nameless elves that got tortured and turned by Morgoth. I mean,
and then his turning back, like
yeah.
what he
Oh, it
said
was
is like
so
he
seamless.
like
Yeah.
he wants to like heal the divide and all this stuff. It was like what? And then oh no, he got Sauron.
Yeah. No, that shit was so
Fast. It was
and
a
there it
fast
is.
moment.
There it is.
But the
There it
moment
is.
when
It
he
was
got stabbed, was that Glug who
Yeah.
stabbed him? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was sad because that's like, yeah. I mean, we
Like-
saw the buildup there of distrust.
Yeah.
I mean, it was coming for sure. Yeah.
And the fact that
It
he
was.
went and it was orchestrated, and this is when you know that Sauron orchestrated the entire thing, because he was so aggrieved that he was stabbed to death over
Yeah.
and over,
And-
that he had to see someone else go through it, right?
Yeah.
Right, especially
Yes.
Adar. So
And they
he
gave
is,
us these shots that are just like parallel in such an obvious way.
and super he's so petty. He's so
He's
fucking
saucy.
another thing that I
coming
want
for
to
him.
bring up, that was brought up by somebody. I don't know if it was Patrick Lightbody or somebody in chat a couple weeks
Interesting
ago.
paintings.
Nope.
Light Blinded Fool? No?
No, this was from a couple episodes back.
Oh, okay.
So let me see. Where does it go? Okay, it goes from here to here. You see Adar. Everything is pretty good. There's a slight tilt. Here, the camera is completely tilted. Again, tilted. Still tilted, meaning chaos. Which is something that was pointed out in other scenes when things weren't balanced or when something wasn't right, they tilt the camera. And they give it this whole
That
wonky
perspective shift. Yeah.
which
From
was
the
freaking
dinner,
amazing.
they had it a lot. Yeah. At the dinner scene.
Yep. So yeah, it's a really cool catch that somebody mentioned, and I wanted to bring it back up in this.
We were talking about Farazan, so they were showing Farazan, and he had partial halo. Where usually when it's a character, it's the full halo. So that's
when he was standing in front of the banner, they had the sun behind him, and it wasn't straight on him.
Yeah, the angles they choose are very telling. Yeah,
All
like
right.
this one with this loser.
Yeah. Again, still things are still in chaos, right? And this is my perspective from what was brought up by one of our chat people before, and I agree. He hasn't taken control yet.
Okay, after this, we're doing the game, so we can knock some more out.
All right,
We've been
so
going for a little while
let's bounce to the game
because we are coming up on 2 hours.
Yeah. I know. Don't. Where is the?
Trying to stay on it because we will just keep going.
Yeah, these things go long.
That's fair.
Usually, when I have to work the next morning, I'm like, okay, we need to cut this to like 2.5 hours. I may call in tomorrow because who knows what's going to happen.
Because hurricane, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Listen, as long as it's a 3 or less, I'm staying put.
Okay.
Q10.
Where did you Q10?
Oh no, we did.
Yeah.
No, we did Q10. We're on 11. Sorry, Q11.
All right, chat. Good luck.
Oh yeah. All right.
Let's get real close.
Ooh, what could it possibly be?
It's the halfling leaf. That's
Oh.
Have you ever seen the behind or the extended cut where Gandalf is blowing little ships and shit? Have you seen that video?
Is it in
Where-
like the extended movies?
I think I don't know if it's the extended movies where
I
he's
don't think
blowing smoke rings, but he's actually making like shapes and shit.
I feel like I can picture it. This looks like Dark Wizard Beard, but I
and-
think that we already saw Dark
Okay.
Wizard Beard, so I'm gonna go with Stranger Beard, Gandalf Beard.
Okay, so we got Gandalf beard, Dark Wizard beard in chat, Gandalf's staff in chat.
Ooh.
Oh, Tavern's beard from Light Blinded Fool.
Valid.
It's not that long. I wish. I want to say Dark Wizard Beard. I'm not sure if it's his.
Ooh,
beard,
Balrog's
though.
from Joe. Creative.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. But it's I'm fairly sure it's not the Stranger, because Stranger's beard is short and kind of choppy. But they never show it in a blue light like this, I don't think. But I don't know. All right, I don't know what it is.
Blue light.
I'm gonna go with Dark Wizard, just because I have no better guess. Q11 or A11.
11, A11. Answer 11.
It is. It's the little swirl. It's the
The
little
swirly
swirl.
Q. It's the Superman quirl. All right.
Good job.
Number 12. Question 12.
That's a ding dong on the screen.
Where are you? Question 12. I must speak to you.
I like him less and less the more they show us of him.
Where the hell?
I guess that's the point.
Hey, that is, yeah.
Hold on. I got to find it because it's doing that stupid thing where it moves stuff around. 14, 15, then it goes to 20, then it goes A, then it Q6, Q7. I do not
Sounds
see
like
a
a
Q12.
personal problem.
I don't see a Q12. I'm just throwing that out there.
It should be
Maybe
there.
maybe it's like how hotels don't have a 13th floor.
Oh, it was hiding in the A's. It was hiding in the
How weird.
A's.
How
And no,
weird.
it's stupid.
What's the answer?
Well, it is because it was in the A's. It says Q12 on it though. Look right
weird.
there. It says Q12.
Huh.
I think
Strange.
this is
What could it
Elendil
be?
getting Narsil.
Ah, you got it.
That's weird.
It's
All right,
Narsil.
they're backwards.
Oh no.
No. You had two pictures of Narcissus. Or Narsil, sorry.
I was very excited about this sword.
Yeah. So let's go to Q13. Oh.
Oh, I feel
Oh,
like I know
yes.
this. Oh.
Oh, do you feel like you know this one, you guys?
I feel like I do know this one.
Now she's just being mean.
It's Arendir. Oh, let me see.
Arendir is one of my favorite characters. Do you have a favorite character? Have we asked you that yet, Kevin?
No, you haven't, and I don't know if I have an answer at the moment because I haven't like sat down and like decided.
We
like,
have
this is-
Okay.
it's all new for me.
we
I
have
should-
Muriel. It's her dress.
Oh
Muriel.
yeah, it's Muriel. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I saw the green. I was like, oh, that looks like his kind of elven tunic, but no, that's definitely Muriel's arm.
Plus, I think this is hair, and I think some of her hair has braids. I'm not sure. It's possible. I could be completely wrong. All right, let's see.
Yep, there it is.
Oh no, it's a dress. But yeah, wow,
Shoulder
that's so
part,
weird.
yeah.
That was totally throwing me off because I thought that this was
The
like
angle
a
of it,
shoulder.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I thought it was too. Yeah.
It was
That's
like
amazing.
a really tough one you got.
That's
That was
good.
pretty tough. That
That was
pretty
good.
Of course, Live Blind and Fool got it right.
Q14. Q14. I know what this is.
We have to
Dun,
zoom
dun,
in on that for me.
I don't know what this is.
Nobody's getting this one. I guarantee.
Oh,
it.
god damn it. What the fuck is this? Come on. Kevin's going through
I'm
his
flipping through.
Rolodex.
I'm flipping through the scenes in my head trying
Yeah.
to figure it out.
Oh man.
Mr. Moonbound says stars. I don't know if I should be reading hints out.
All right, let's see. Star Sauron ooze. Sauron. There was no Sauron ooze in this episode.
Just
I'm
this
pretty sure.
episode. Just this episode.
This
Oh,
is Adar's stabbed corpse.
Yes, Patrick Lightbody. That's right. So not gonna lie.
Oh,
this
I
one-
thought he had an answer. You're just basking in your own glory.
I am, because everyone keeps making fun of me. I want people to get it, but I also want it to be difficult.
Ooh. Is
5
this,
seconds.
Are these the trees that Galadriel sees when she wakes up and she's looking up?
It's time. Let's show it.
Let's see.
Light blinded full. I'm gonna say it's not from the show.
I mean,
valid.
Damn it! What the hell was it? This right here?
I was right as blood though. I did say
right.
blood.
100%. Good call on the blood. Celebrimbor blood.
Yay!
Nice. All right. Next one is Q15.
Wrong tragic death, I guessed. Sorry.
Yeah.
You were so close though.
I was so emotional in that moment. Y'all are never gonna
you gotta
guess
zoom in on that
this.
one.
Whose hairline is this? Whose hairline is this?
Tavern's.
It's not my hairline.
That was so delayed.
It's too
Tavern
far
was
forward
so delayed.
because I was looking at a hairline.
Oh, that's Estrid. That's
and
Estrid.
being
100%.
jealous. Yeah, I think you're.
I'm locking in Estrid. Yeah, I'm locking in Estrid.
I think you're right. Anybody else? Nobody had a clue.
Locked in.
Nobody had a clue.
Nobody's guessing yet because it's that difficult. It's that difficult.
5,
surprising.
4, 3. Yeah,
Angus
Estrid.
hair.
Angus hair. Nice. It's Estrid.
Oh yeah.
Dang it!
She reminds me
I
of
was in her
Fievel.
mouth, but I was like, everyone will get that too.
She has very distinctive.
She does.
Does she?
Yeah,
Does she not
she's
remind you
just
of
so beautiful?
Of you remember Fievel?
Oh, yeah.
Remember Fievel the mouse?
Oh, I do a little bit.
She has that. She's so cute.
She's
Little
so
mousy.
cute.
She's a little. She's so cute. All right. Okay, that was 5.
Okay.
We are jumping to the other death of Celebrimbor.
Jeez, this one pissed me off, you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna be. Yeah.
Like the first thing I thought of here was like the burning of the Library of Alexandria.
Yeah.
I was so upset. I was like, if there's anything that's gonna piss off some elves, it's what they're doing right now.
like
this
they are.
This is so uncomfortable to watch them burn
literally showing us
they're
that
torturing
Sauron is erasing Celebrimbor from Middle Earth.
Yep, he's the only one that has that knowledge now, having worked with him.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Look at this shot.
This
is that meme of the little girl with the house on fire.
Except that one's funny, and this one makes me mad. Kevin, we keep talking. What do you think? How angry were you? 1 to 10 on a scale?
It was I thought it was an interesting like display too of like the priorities of the orcs versus the elves. Like it was just funny how like that is like a war crime to them. Like that's like taking it too far. Like you can kill us, you can destroy our cities.
Me. Yeah. Ugh.
But think about
so uncomfortable.
Think about the unspoken planning, right, of Sauron in this image. Okay. Actually,
do we think it was Sauron?
Actually, no, it's not
orcs?
Sauron. We don't know if it's
orcs.
Sauron. It may have been Adar's orders because one, I don't know if Sauron was in charge. He was in charge at this point, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he said, and I think he said raise the city or whatever it was that they said. Mm-hmm. Somebody said raise the city or burn it or whatever. But yeah, I mean, everything that's going to this pile and that they keep adding to this pile is Celebrimbor stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Because they specifically mention it's Celebrimbor stuff.
Yes.
And they keep adding more and more scrolls to the pile. And he's wiping all knowledge that guy could have possibly had.
This almost feels like fan service too. Like they know that a lot of people watching are, book nerds, and we are going to be pissed. We're going to be so pissed when we see this.
I didn't even
like
think about that.
We're seeing what's her name thrown off the side of the wall. We're seeing all this other stuff, but this happens, and I wanted to like flip my computer and throw it. Like so upsetting. It was dark fan service.
I also want to say that I've gotten more slow-mo freaking desolate Elrond in these last 2 episodes than I think I can handle.
Well, his fight scene here when he starts fighting with them, I thought it was badass. You guys.
Oh no, he let loose.
Remember, I wasn't Elrond's biggest fan at all. Like last episode and this episode, I'm like, now we got a character. There he is. Like,
I killed a guy with a trident. he torched that dude. He torched that trident.
I don't even know if that's illegal. You should
You
probably
might
go into hiding.
You should probably go into hiding for a bit.
How did I get here? That was well done. Good job.
You're welcome. Yeah, I mean, the fact that, and not only that, I mean, you see it throughout the episode. Eregion just fucking vanishes. I mean, they collapsed the entire freaking city to nothing. It's impressive. And then back to the tango, Dancing with the Stars. This kick was insane. One, Charlie Vickers, bro, you're flexible because I can't get a leg up to kick that well. There's no way in hell.
Wait, hang on. when I get a new pair of pants, the first thing I do, and this is real. This is a real statement. I know it sounds like I'm joking, but I'm not joking.
I don't know.
The first thing I do when I get a pair of pants is I see if I can do a high kick. Because you never know when you're gonna need to kick, and you got to make sure your pants don't split. That's all.
Kevin,
I'm saying.
I don't want to put you on the spot.
I believe you, though, Kevin.
But
I really do, actually.
Oh no, I believe you. But there's this thing called an age difference. Okay, so at a certain
Sauron's
age,
really old.
You're
really
old.
old.
No. We're not even talking about Sauron right now. At a certain age, that high kick, when you buy new pants, becomes a hurdle stretch on the floor. Because you're lower to the ground. Same movement, really.
I see. Okay,
but you're lower to the ground in case you break your taint. You don't want to break your taint at an older age. It's bad.
You don't.
I mean, I don't high kick often, but I like to have the option. That's all I'm saying.
I get it.
Is Galadriel tall or short? Like,
no, she's in the air. Right there, she's being lifted in the air with a kick.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, it's these shots were so good. Well,
it was a great choreographed fight. Like honestly, this might have been one of their best choreographed fights, like one-on-one fights in the show.
Yes,
because there were a couple that were a little shaky that I was like, it kind of pulled me out a little bit. But this one, I was like, oh yeah, this was like real, like you could feel the emotion of the two actors.
Yes.
They're so good together.
And they're playing
they have a connection.
Yeah, and they're playing on a lot of themes, right? They're playing on the black and white theme, light versus dark. They mirror a lot of the movements, like you've got this, and then they'll mirror the shot with this, right? With her on the other end of it. Just incredible. He cuts her on the cheek, she cuts him on the cheek. I mean, just an
mirroring is a good call out. Yeah.
What's that?
Mirroring is a good call out on that. How they mirrored each other. Which is a compliment. Like that is one of the highest compliments you give someone is mirroring them.
And the shot is level. The shot is level. Yeah.
He's taking control of the orcs. So this part isn't straight them down, but they are level in this fight. So he's definitely in charge of the orcs at this point. There's no
her blonde is definitely better than his blonde. Just like,
oh man. And
look at the color. Like
she doesn't have a bow.
Yeah. Her blonde is way better.
Yeah, I agree. I love her. I could look at her mean faces all day.
Like she has like such like genuine, innocent, happy faces when she like smiles, like that. Like
oh my gosh,
that
they're almost
scene when they put their
happy.
rings on. like uncomfortably happy, like that. The squeeze face.
Wasn't there like a horse scene too, where she was riding a horse from season 1?
Yeah,
and she had the squeeze face. Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, the very when she got on the horse for the first time to go to the.
Like, that's the face when Jess says "squee." That's the face I can envision. That
she was squee dyeing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this, man. His hair is still in place. It's insane to me.
It's a little too yellow for me. You look in the background at
is.
Galadriel's,
That's like a
Sauron
bottle
needs to
blonde
take
versus
some-
the
Yeah.
natural blonde.
It's
you know?
true.
sun bleach.
Like,
That's sun
that's
bleach, and
actually
this is
what Sauron is upset about with Galadriel specifically. Is
She's got a better
this is
hairdresser.
another hair fight, you guys. I'm just saying, just like from the Wheel of Time, like this is
Oh.
a hair moment. Yeah.
The only problem here with that is that the one person who would have called it a hood isn't here.
I was
so-
Team Hood. That's all I'm saying.
Oh no,
I bet you were.
that just hurts my. That hurts.
Like
my
I said,
feelings,
I like to
Kevin.
be a bit of a heel, you know.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So beautiful shots.
I see your wig is as blonde as mine. I can
Whoa,
hear
whoa,
it
whoa,
like
whoa,
white
whoa.
and full. I
Those-
can hear it.
Was that rock the same markings as the rock that Adar was kneeling against?
Yeah.
Ooh,
they're up on that
good
hill.
catch.
This is
Wow.
this is like
A
it's almost
ruin
like
or
a
something, right?
a Stonehenge type thing.
Mhm.
There's
'Cause you
another
pointed it
shot.
out, so I clued in on it. Yeah.
Yeah. There's another shot that you'll see that has something even more interesting than these cool little designs on it.
Okay.
One, his fucking armor is insane.
The snake
Yeah.
eye is pretty
I don't know where he pulled that out of, but freaking amazing.
His brain. He just changed his clothes with
Yeah,
his brain.
it's true. That is true.
It's
I
pretty
forgot about
cool.
that.
Color Run Rayad, like with his like, but in the
I
real world,
mean,
he just
He's
changed
the
his body.
Vision.
Yeah.
Look,
Oh man, when Galadriel is fighting Galadriel, that was awesome.
Oh, such a good fight.
That moment was like chill inducing. Yeah.
Then you have him stabbing her with the freaking
The crown, yeah.
The crown. By the way, I am going to attempt to make a crown out of foam and wear it.
Oh,
on
we should
occasion.
3D print one. Yeah.
I'm gonna try
It's
to
a
make it
good
out
idea,
of foam.
thanks.
Yeah.
Good
Thanks, Steely McSteeler.
Well, I'll probably spray paint it purple, so don't worry.
Whatever. I mean, she is just beautiful. I have like a bunch of pictures of just her face because I can't.
All right,
You know.
let's go. Come on.
All right, fine.
We know.
Okay. Again, I guess it's not really mirroring, but there's something really cool with the scene.
How they're reaching to each other almost.
Well, you'll see in a second, but yes, her reaching out to give him the ring. He gets.
Oh my
"Thank you so
god.
much. You're gonna give me the ring, and
This
then
idiot.
and then ready for it.
Not.
The hands closed. She goes from open hand up to the closed fist down.
It's like up high, down low, too slow, Sauron.
So, Kevin, so this
Psych.
scene, this scene involved he's smiling there, not because she's throwing the ring his way, because of what she's saying, which is echoing what he says as if she's in a trance. Biggest troll ever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Masterclass.
Okay, so when she was doing that, did you think, oh shit, she's really he really finally got her, or were you expecting that twist?
I was expecting the heel turn just to kind of like kind of punctuate his kind of patheticness, but I think that what made me kind of make that jump was it kind of was very similar to when Elrond where she cornered Elrond near the waterfall at the start. So I was like, oh, she's totally gonna jump like that. Like I saw it in my head, I was like, oh, she's gonna take a note from him and just jump to the tree. So that was why I jumped to that conclusion. It wasn't necessarily the way they were acting, because she was very,
no,
she was very convincing. Yeah.
They kind of prefaced the jumping backwards off the cliff thing. I would say telegraph, but that's too strong a word for what the subtlety that they used. But it was that's why I got confused a little bit, because it looked like she was prepping herself for that. But then she threw in that, oh, I am under your spell. Every time you snap your fingers, I'm going to go, that whole thing. And it was really well done. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if we saw the picture, but there was one moment too where he's like changing the forms to try to offset her because he realized that it's not working. And when like she's like, oh, everything was made up, and he switches accents to Halbrand's accent.
Yes. Oh my god. When he switches to Halbrand.
It was so smooth and so subtle. And I'm just like, Charlie Vickers.
Yeah, no, master.
She
That
must
dude
have had
is
so
insane.
much fun acting. Like, could you imagine getting to do this role as an actor? Like, wow,
Yeah.
so fun.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's just from
Just excellent.
From the very beginning of this whole series, he has just been stellar.
Yeah.
Just freaking insane. Like when we first run into him on the raft, just amazing. All right. This scene here, he's looking down. And I just thought it was cool. Because you kind of see the light on the left, the darkness on the right, and it almost looks like the darkness is just starting to cover up the light. It was just something I saw.
Pretty shot. Pretty shot.
Great.
Look at my boy.
Gilgalad.
He almost has a sideburn.
Almost.
Whatever.
He's been busy. He hasn't made it to the hairdresser recently. So.
All right, let's talk about your crush man here. Wine Spring, go for it.
Crush
I know you like.
We're gonna talk about.
She likes her
Arendir?
Gilgalad. She likes Gilgalad in
I
his
do.
armor. In his armor.
I like Gilgalad and Arondir. I like both of those. As
Yeah,
far as
that's
like
true.
masculine
That is
characters
true.
go, I
Yeah.
really enjoy both of them a lot.
You really,
Yeah.
but you really, really like Arondir.
I really like his.
He's really
He's a
compelling. Yeah.
great character. Great.
Uh,
And him being alive at the end and standing with them, like in almost a leadership moment, phenomenal. I was like, okay, good. Like I was going to be really sad if they killed off his character. Yeah. Mhm.
All right.
The Gilgalad's a great king. He's a great leader. Like there
Not
are
gonna
reasons
lie.
to respect and to see him on screen. Like I like seeing a good, strong, like even killed like masculine character. It's good to see in a show.
Not gonna lie, first season, I was like, he's a political king. He's just
Every king's political.
No, I get that. I said, but
You got
I
to be.
just, but then again, they hadn't been at war, right?
Yeah.
We only ever saw Galadriel still fighting a war that she couldn't freaking, like the Punisher. So when he shows up on the battlefield, man, not only is he impressive when they first ride up, but his fighting on the field of battle, everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you're like, okay, yeah, I can totally see why when Arondir walks out and is almost in awe that he's standing in front of freaking the High King
Oh my
on
gosh.
the battlefield. That was insane.
Oh my gosh. That was such a beautiful moment. But yeah, to see like a subject and the king, both respectable people, like in that moment was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only time I'd ever heard like before the show, like Gilgalad, I think he's like mentioned very offhand because like it's him and Elendil that defeat Sauron, and Isildur cuts the ring off the finger, right? That's kind of how it goes. So like you have these names, and now I'm like, oh, I can see how Elendil would be like one of the two fighters that take him down, and I'm like, what's Gilgalad gonna do? What's he gonna? And then he's like this incredible war. It's
he's freaking insane.
I was blown away. It was pretty impressive.
And he knows how to defer to other people in different situations, which is amazing. And here is the demise of poor Glug. Idiot. That's all I have to say about it.
It's such a tragedy. Like it's like he thought that he was making the right move in the moment as well. It's so.
It's like boo.
Yeah, it was rough. I mean,
they showcased, they highlighted his growing disappointment with Adar. Like, and every mistake that Adar made, Glug was there to see it and to lead this change of heart that they had back to Sauron.
Yeah,
you could say he deserved it, but it's more like I think that what he got was I would never say deserved. I would just say the consequences of his act. He received the consequences of that. Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
It's less about
they don't have a lot of forethought sometimes.
And just the small scene of him going to his wife and child in that one episode.
I don't remember it.
When we get to this episode, you're like, oh shit. It was just that one sliver of a scene that gives you the emotional damn glue, because you thought he had a family, he was going to make it.
He's just trying to make, again, just like Aaron, the people who are like on the wrong side of the narrative, like these are the people who are doomed by the narrative, and it's hard to watch sometimes.
And Sauron is evil.
Oh yeah, 100%. Love
it. He had no reason here to kill this person other than just evil desire.
I think it's a great highlight too
you're
because of
here, and I'm
the
going to
different
kill you
leaders.
because I'm
Yeah.
pissed.
Yeah.
It's different leadership too, because like you could see all throughout the season, we see like Adar trusts Glug. Like he comes to him and he gives him the same kind of counsel. Like this is a situation he's done with Adar, and he walks up and it's just like that. It's like you're back to being.
That is not how it's going to work.
Unfortunately, that's like under Sauron, orcs are cannon fodder, and it sucks in a way.
Versus Adar, who's praying over them. You know,
yeah, like Adar was the reason they had like they had dimension, and now they're back
culture,
to
maybe even. Yeah.
Yep.
I hope they're not fully back to one dimensional, but it feels like they're going to be back to.
They're going to be the orcs we have in Lord of the Rings, where it's like, what? We should care about that. What?
We had that discussion that it was interesting that in Rings of Power that the Uruk were given such phenomenal backstories and emotions and just humanized. I mean, for lack of a better word, but they were humanized, right? And we don't see that in Lord of the Rings because it's all about meat's on the table, this stupid shit.
Yeah,
but
it's too far down the line. Yeah, like they're too far gone. Like this was them teetering on the edge, and this is right before they went right down. Like this is like
and Sauron warps their minds. Yeah. And it was brought up. It was also brought up in chat that in the books. We do have the conversation when Sam saves Frodo from the spider, and then you have I think it's the two orcs that are talking about deserting or some shit like that. I forgot what the conversation was.
Meat's back on the menu. That one?
No. This was in the books.
The other one. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But anyways, so yeah, poor Glug. And we got double hairbow.
Yeah. Good job.
Yeah, man.
He's so extra.
This shot was
cool.
so cool.
Oh, it's kind of like with the stranger kind of that.
Yeah, it's
shot.
like a Vertigo type.
Call out.
Yeah, this was a good shot.
Yeah.
And then we see this.
Yikes.
Okay.
Very Rand moment here. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's very Frodo. Now, no. Bilbo.
Frodo.
No, Frodo. Yeah, sorry.
Frodo. You're right.
That's
You're right.
He was stabbed with a Morgoth blade or whatever they call it. And so the moment I saw this on Galadriel, it hit me. Maybe this is why she's attracted to Frodo so much. Not only because he's carrying the rings, because they have a lot in common. She too has been through this, which is interesting to me. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect to see that on her.
Yeah, like a almost like darkness wound.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, yeah.
And even Gilgalad says, there's too much darkness, or whatever. Oh, there was another shot of another angle where she had one up here, but I didn't get that one because I figured it was just more of the same.
Yeah.
All right, now we're bouncing over to the love of my life.
Before we bounce, should we do 5 more? We're at 2 hours.
Fine. Well, I'm going back a picture then.
We got to keep looking at this big stab wound as we answer this question.
Yeah. 16. Let's see. Q16. Where the hell is Q? There it is. Zoom in.
Okay, what do we got? Luck chat. Good luck.
Oh, I can almost just see it. I can almost picture.
Nice.
I can almost see the whole picture in my mind.
Okay, no cheating. You guys.
I'm not.
Oh, I have to close the chat. I did not have it open. There we go.
I have a guess. My guess is Elrond, but I'm not 100% sure.
This is one of the. This is one of the elves that are like, this is like random elf number 5 or whatever. Like that's like on the walls, like fighting orcs or whatever.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every elf get on the wall. I'm sorry.
Okay, so Elrond, Elf on the Wall, Celebrimbor.
I can see Celebrimbor. I can see Celebrimbor.
Durin.
Scroll dude on Pharaoh's team.
There's some.
They all
some good
the elves in
guesses.
Region had armor or things that had like green that was like kind of like off color green. That's why I thought it was one of those random elves. But I can
somebody
see it being
pointed
called
something out in chat.
Is it
I'm
the
wrong.
arrow or the spear?
Let's
in them?
show it.
Yeah,
show it. Everyone's already guessed, so let's go.
A16. I'm incorrect. Where the hell is it?
Cushion up.
Yep.
I didn't say which random elf in a Region. I just said random elf in a Region.
Somebody wrote, so this is good. Pincushion Killer Brimbor.
It's pretty good.
All right, 17. Moving on to 17.
I hope 17 is that. Oh. There's this could either be Arendir's mouth or the boy toy Estrid's boy mouth.
Isildur?
Estrid's boy mouth.
Oh, this is not Isildur's mouth.
No, is that who you mean? Or
no,
you mean
the guy who's like the guy who's with Estrid. Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember his name.
There's a word for him, but I'm not going to say it at the moment.
I'll go with Arendir just because it's completely clean shaven and elves don't have beards unless you're that one really old guy. So I'm going to go Arendir.
I'm also agreeing with Arendir on this. Only
no one
because
in chat's even guessed.
Because of the little
mustache.
We got
going with Arendir.
Yeah, I think the little mustache kind of thing gives it away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if there was some stubble, it might be a person, like a man, but now it's an elf.
Yeah. All right, Arendir looks like A17.
There's somebody out there that can tell who it is by that bottom tooth.
Yep,
there it is.
I thought this was a cool shot.
It's a cool that character.
It is a cool shot.
Intense. Yes.
I was disappointed with his whole thing this season.
We didn't see.
There should have been more.
We did not.
Yeah, there should have been more.
But he's still alive. They're gonna give us more. Like he's in leadership. Like he's in a leadership position now. I feel like is what they showed us. At the end.
This one's this
that's
is
a good
easy.
Mustache.
It's the stash. Come on, man.
Oh yeah, that's the porn stash of Tom Bombadil. All right.
That is a mustachioed Tom Bomba. Bow bow wow wow. Bow chicka bow.
Ron Burgundy.
Ron Burgundy of Middle
Honestly, it does look pretty similar.
I mean, yeah.
Or Ron Swanson. Ron Swanson from
fans of the Will and Chill show have gotten real adept at lip identification.
yeah. Listen,
you're welcome.
The Dusty Wheel has its boots. We got our lips.
There you go. That's funny.
All right, let's go. A18. Mr. Bombadil. Derido.
Yes, that
Merido.
was easy.
I love that song that they did at the end. So good.
Oh, Tombstone was good. Oh yeah, the song at the end
Tombstone.
was
Somebody
great.
say Tombstone.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Johnny Ringo.
Classic.
All right. Q19.
I don't remember how many did I do.
Oh my god, a freaking nose. Oh, we know who this is.
With the nose dimple.
Yeah, he's got a butt nose.
But his nose.
We talked about this person.
This is Charlie Vickers' nose for sure.
Yeah, 100%. We even
divot.
saw that nose.
Oh wait, no, this is Aaron's nose. Actually, yeah, this is
Aaron's.
Yeah.
Good call.
It's the flare. It's the flare on the outside. They have a similar flare.
What's chat saying? Oh, and Malkier Talk has peaches.
Butts, I guess. Do they do
butts?
Booties?
They might do.
Butt rock. Peaches do kind of look like a butt.
They have butt rock.
Okay,
yeah, they have butt
rock.
Okay, so this is what 19. A19. Donde está?
Butt nose.
Butt nose. Charlie Vickers.
Everybody knew it too soon.
I like this face too. Ooh,
it was pretty good. He's doing was it duck face?
Pardon me, would you happen to have some Grey Poupon?
He's like, Gladriel, can I get your hairdresser's number?
All right, we're going to 20. Q.
How many was there again? I just asked you and I already forgot.
What was it?
How many do we have?
We have like 28.
28? Okay, because I know we need to start winding down soon. So
yeah, I know.
We need to do like rapid fire at the end after we
this one's easy too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Damn. I don't like hearing that. Next week's gonna be really hard.
My hero. That's my hero.
Is it the big boy?
Patrick
Yeah.
Lightby said that's his torture makes me sad face. Ooh.
Ooh. I'm surprised. All he needed was the little pinky finger.
Yeah. Or what is it? That was his flu steel.
Yeah, blue steel. I agree with you, Light Blinded Fool and Mr. Moonbound. That is my guess.
Damn Rod.
Yeah, that's
Damn
the name. I
Rod.
couldn't remember the name.
Now, yeah, when you said the big guy, I was like, yeah,
The big boy. Yeah, I couldn't
Yeah,
remember.
big
what
boy.
his
All
name
right,
was.
show
The
it.
big boy.
Show it. And
Let's
then we got to do
see.
things fast. Keeping
Where's
everybody all night
what
here
is-
on the Will and Chill show.
Did he survive into the next episode, or is that
No,
Hulk?
he's dead as shit. He's dead. They killed his ass dead.
Yeah, it's Glug. I
What?
was gonna say that's why I asked, because I was
What?
like, he's dead. Why would he be in this episode? You fooled me.
yeah. Why would he be in this episode, you
I
guys?
thought he
He's
was
dead.
in this episode. Oh no, they killed
No,
him in
he
the last
died.
episode. Son of a bitch.
Yes.
I can't believe I let you sway me.
But look at it.
Aw.
It's got the pudgy nose bridge.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is so easy.
Wow. Listen. Kudos to you, ma'am. Kudos to you on question 20. You get points for that. All right. Nori, as I said, future
Thank you, Light Blinded
ex-wife.
Fool.
Nori, love of my life. Just the cutest of hobbits ever. Okay, so this is after the rockfall, right? And they're cleaning up. And just sadness all around.
So is she piecing out? Are we done with her and the stranger? Is that what happened at the end?
I think she feels responsible for what happened. And I think she's going to lead the stewards down the witch's road. For lack of a better term. The halfling's road.
Okay. Off the show leading them, or like you think that she's staying?
No. I think okay. So, and Kevin, let me know what you think on this. I think we're going to see, because in this episode we've seen we saw the establishment of River. Was it Rivervale? Rivendell. Sorry, Rivendell. We see the origin of Rivendell, which is where they end up with the elves. We'll see that in a minute. So I want to see. There's so many origin stories that are happening here that set up the Lord of the Rings, right? And I think that Nori is going to lead them, because they even talk about it, right? Finding the right place or whatever. I think Nori is the one that's going to lead them to where the Shire is and all that stuff.
Yeah, I could see them taking a season off from that plot line.
Yeah.
Only to like have Gandalf interact with the actual rest of the world.
Yeah.
I could see them
Gandalf?
sidelining.
What?
I mean, wizard man.
The
I could
wand
see
elf.
them. I could see them sidelining them at least for this season. To build up other storylines, because again, it is so separate, and I the show wouldn't have been the right vibe without it. I think it has its place in the show for sure, but it doesn't. It's too hard when it's so separate, even if it is significant. And I think that means it might get like a season off treatment, at the very least, or minimal. Like we might see them at the very end of. It might be a cliffhanger kind of thing for the next season, but I'd like to see them come back and do exactly the settling that you were mentioning, but I could definitely see them sidelining them at least for this season, the next season.
Yeah, agreed. I think that we're gonna get, like, we might get little small updates of their travels as they go through different places, but they do need a break. Gandalf, or the Wand Elf, needs to like Kevin said, interact with the rest of the world for sure. And even Tom Bombadil told him, that's Sauron kind of thing over the world. Get your shit together.
Yep.
But yeah,
and he goes back to Tom Bombadil. He doesn't leave with Nori, so their
Correct.
storylines are now breaking apart.
Yeah,
so.
correct.
Yeah, I hope we still see. I mean,
Not
because
to
I
mention-
enjoy them, but yeah,
And not to mention, she completed her quest, which was to help him
exactly.
find, his where he needed to go. So,
It's a great shot here. Good job. His face is epic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and hers. I mean, just the
Her
pain in
hair
her
looks really
face.
good here.
No, her hair and the pain in her face is just.
Mhm.
I also love because and there's very stereotypical fantasy I don't know the proper word to say this, races or looks. Like everybody thinks that dwarves look like this and all elves look like this, and just this one shot alone does my heart joy, because it just there's a representation of everyone, and not only that, but different dwarves from different kingdoms could be represented. It just depends on what we see next season. I think we are going to see more dwarves, especially with the whole fight for the crown type thing. But I just love this shot.
Yeah, powerful.
Old,
Like power
young.
couple.
Yeah, there's old, there's young, there's just everybody. Different heights. It's freaking incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And that.
Oof.
That was
it looks
rough.
haunted almost. Yeah.
It actually looks like a fucking Nazgul.
It does look kind of eerie in that way. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like one of the
Very
freaking
telling.
Nazgul.
Yeah. So Lifeline and Full says, so is Durin's brother going to get a hold of the rings and give them out? Is he also named Durin? All the Durins are a little confusing, but it's a great question.
And that's their first names, by the way, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I believe it is their first names. That's why there's King Durin, Prince Durin.
Wow.
Yeah, and it definitely showed them giving a knowing glance over at the ring. So like I feel like we might start to see their resolve to never touch the ring themselves waver as they fight to try to secure their own, and then that will again lead to more trickling of the greed kind of seeping in and poisoning them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I hate to see Disa endure any more hardship.
Yeah,
no, 100%.
But yeah,
this gives like this image gives like Dark Wizard almost right here, like sitting there.
It's creepy as shit.
It is.
It's basically it's
kind
of
cool.
I think it's an Easter egg. I think it's foreshadowing of what we're gonna see. Maybe not with the dwarves, but I love all of the little things that they put into their shots that just lead back to everything.
Oh, what a great shot! Ugh.
Thank you. I love this shot. And this is basically when the tower was falling. So yeah, they just wiped Eregion completely off the freaking face of Middle Earth. Jesus.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So
this is Estrid and her bow, right?
This is Estrid and her bow.
Staying behind,
and I got it because he reaches for her.
He does.
She barely even does anything with her hand, and then we get this look. We get this look. Look, he's kind of looking down at his hands like
he's not an idiot.
Yeah,
he's aware.
Yeah, 100%. And it was
his body language has been aware every time they have showed him. Yeah,
I don't think he even open his mouth this episode. I think he did when they introduced him as the other half, the other leader, or half or whatever.
Yes,
when Kevin arrived,
yeah, but man, just the subtlety and the expressions and just how powerful they make the shots is incredible.
It's interesting that he ended up being the leader as well.
Yeah.
Here. Oh, yes, that's a good point. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Much better picture.
Sad boy.
Again, attention to detail with. I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming they're using a realistic ship or they built one, but shit, dude, the little sea salt and little barnacle type things on here, fucking amazing, just incredible.
Yeah, they did a good job. So that shot reminds me of one from like the first season when he's up there on the boat, like
very beginning,
sad, and now he's looking back at Estrid. I mean, we could get some like love triangle fighting later,
I don't think it's going to be much of a fight. I'm going to be honest with you. I think old boy is going to just step out of the way.
You think so? I don't know.
He's already listen. He already knows, and I think for
who's old boy? Are we talking?
We're talking about we're talking about Estrid's bow.
Okay.
One, I think he's trying to save face by holding her hand in public and by standing next to her, but you can tell that he knows that it's over, and I think he thinks that people are watching. You know what I mean? Especially since he's in a leadership position.
That says that he could become very aggressive, is what that tells me.
It does, but
very aggressive, actually.
I don't know. I don't know if that's something, unless dealing with Kemen turns him against all Numenorians, which it can happen. I mean, Kemen has that appeal.
Okay, so that'll be interesting to see next season if they do anything there. If it's worth watching.
I don't know where they're getting these shackles or manacles, but they're fucking badass.
Yeah. Put a lot of thought into that.
Like the fact that they matched it to her outfit. Come on.
It's Numenor. They have to care.
I mean, it's pretty
It's
impressive.
Wednesday. We wear gold shackles.
We gold shackles on Wednesdays. Oh,
beautiful person. Oh my goodness.
She is so gorgeous. Anyways.
That is a very elegant looking shot there. Very innocent, elegant, stunning, beautiful person.
Yeah. This is after
and looking up too, even though they blinded her this season, that's telling. That's telling.
This is after she's given the sword and they're reading the whole hoopla thing. This is I want to see that out of all the political intrigue on this show, even between the dwarves and the stuff happening with Gil-galad and all that, this whole arc is probably the most interesting to me when it comes to non-combat situations. Just incredible.
Okay, so I know we need to start speeding it up because we're at 2:40 now.
We have
quick.
time.
We don't. It's late. I'm sleepy.
Okay. No, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't
dropping my
because of
little
me.
hints. So this Farazan sitting here reminds me of Thanos at the end of is it Endgame when he's just sitting there
Oh yeah.
He's just,
Infinity War. Like he's just like chilling.
Infinity War.
That's
That's what's before.
Yeah.
Like this gives that vibe, and this way the robes are even is very like on the boss now. And also it made me think about how other scenes when we've seen the Queen, she is standing when she is communicating, and he is sitting. Like they are different leaders. That's the different leaders. Just their body language is really.
To be honest, I mean, at this point right now, they're at their stature, like their eyes are at the same level. She's looking up because she's listening to this guy talk. Right,
but he's staring right at her.
Yeah, and they're at the same level though, which is interesting. She doesn't know that. She may not know that, or she
There's
might.
no way for her to know.
Well,
I'm assuming. Yeah. Assuming.
All right, let's click through some of these. Here's Arendelle going bye. I don't know where the hell he's going. It's an island. Whatever.
To find his son. One of
his other son in the west or something, right?
Oh, that's true. That's true. He does have the other son. He looks back.
Cool.
Bye. This I thought was interesting because he's holding the hammer.
Reverently
Kevin,
holding it too.
Why do you think he's holding the hammer?
Ooh.
Because he's got one more ring to make.
Oh, yay. Great answer.
He's got one more ring to make, and he thinks that he has surpassed the creator of the Silmarils, and because he thinks that the rings of power were a greater creation. So he basically claimed that hammer as his own. That's for other people to say, but he's still got the one ring to go. And what greater insult to injury than to use the freaking, the elves' greatest freaking hammer.
Oh, damn.
This is what I was talking about. Designs up here.
Yeah.
This line of whatever is happening here is what I would love to know what the hell that means. But it looks more like that dwarfen stuff that was etched on the chest of the dead elf that they brought in. But I just thought it was cool. All right, moving on. I just wanted to show the height, how they're doing the height thing.
They did a good job.
Yeah.
And when she's moving stuff around, actually, you see her move this stick that ends up being the staff. Which
I showed that
she
earlier.
puts it out. Yeah.
I was
so cool.
gonna sneak that out. I wasn't, but yes. She's just incredible. And we know who this guy is. Yay.
Yeah. It's great to see him all cleaned too, like he's bathing now.
Yeah, right. Yeah. He's bathing now. I mean, look at that face. Come on.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
She's sweet. She's sweet.
Looking more like Gandalf.
Yep.
Like a Gandalf than a stranger.
Like you said, it's almost like it's uncanny in a way. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like he brushed his hair. Like you said, he took a bath. He brushed his hair. His beard is brushed out.
He's kind of like coming into himself a little bit finally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there it is. There's the stick
the
that
staff
she threw aside.
Yay! The stick she threw aside. That's very interesting wording there.
Yep. And
interesting.
And she is he's standing roughly where he was standing when he looked up at the stars in that other shot. Mr. Bombadil. Any thoughts on Tom? Thoughts on Tom, because are we going to see him again? You think we'll see him in the seasons?
I would assume no. I felt like he was kind of a one-off, kind of like a special Easter egg kind of a character to begin with. So I wouldn't anticipate seeing him, and if it would be like a very quick thing, that's my guess.
Yeah, I agree. Like it would be like we don't need it. Like him here is good. It's fan service. It's great. Like
unless it's like Nori unless it's like like we see Nori bump into him like on the way to the to like that like I could see that kind of tie-in, but nothing like he's not going to be like a main character kind of guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he technically wasn't a main character in this season either, which which was perfect.
Recurring, I guess, is what I mean to say.
Yeah, I think that no. I mean, you were correct. I'm just saying, even in this season, he wasn't a main character, which is awesome. I love that they threw little hints, a little bit of singing here and there. You know, his jolly attitude. It was just a perfect amount of Tom Bombadil.
Yeah, they could have overdone it from what I understand about the character, but they didn't.
Yeah. So this next shot, another fan service thing. That looks like Bilbo's house.
Yeah.
The door, the window. And then as you go further out, you have the hill.
It just blends in, just like in the books, right?
Yeah, which then brings up Mr. Underhill.
I guess that's true.
Wondering if that was a reference for Gandalf in the Lord of the Rings as a reference to Tom Bombadil by calling him Mr. Underhill.
I like that.
It's just, I mean, granted, I seriously doubt it's any of that, but you never know. I like to speculate.
It may as well be.
It might as well be. All right. This is the other set of stars. And we'll go through this quick. There was a bigger set of stars, and then it melded into a smaller set of stars.
Yeah, and cleaned up a little bit.
Yeah, but they're different stars. Like, they're not all the same.
It's not the same constellation, yeah.
Right. So Gandalf was the constellation above Tom Bombadil's when they zoomed out. And then this is the constellation that clears up when the Dark Wizard is looking up. So it transitions from one to the other.
Each wizard sees different constellations. Almost
Either
like the stars are communicating with them.
Either that or there's somebody coming. I mean, there's a possibility that a constellation is now vanished, which means there may be another wizard coming. But I don't know. That's just me really going off the fucking deep end.
A little bit of Radagast on his way.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just weird that the constellations weren't the same and they kind of merged and then they shifted, and this is all he saw. So yeah, it's interesting. I don't know if these are symbols for the different for different wizards or whatever. Like the constellation that Gandalf was seeing or the stranger was seeing might have been his symbol. I don't know. But we have the dark. Yeah. This is where we get into
the Succession War.
Yeah, the Succession War. Man, his fucking armor is insane. Oh,
he's
so
bulky.
Good. He's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that character. All right, hands up. Who knew that Elrond was going to end up putting the ring on before we even got to this scene?
I did not.
You didn't think Elrond would put the ring on?
No.
I did not either.
But I loved it.
I thought that'd be the last thing that we would ever see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was very much a correction from his missteps throughout this season, in my opinion.
The fact that he said it, when he said it, in my head, I said he might put the ring on at some point, but I didn't expect it. So that was kind of cool.
Beautiful. We know what that ends up looking like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where they find these places or if this is CGI. I don't know, but man, it's fucking gorgeous.
Oh, it's definitely real.
All right. This is the
she just looks angelic here. Like the
yeah, this is
she's just glowing.
This is the money shot for me.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'll tell you what, Kevin, what do you notice about this picture?
What do I notice? We've got Elrond looking towards Gil-galad. We've got Gil-galad looking at the sword. We've got Galadriel looking at us, and then Arondir looking at Galadriel. So everybody's looking at a different spot, and everybody's dirty except for her.
Yeah.
And man, she looks really unhappy.
Yeah, she looks really pissed.
She looks
Oh,
grumpy.
she's still sick. She looks sick still. Like she's still healing.
Yeah.
She just went through a lot. Okay, I'm
Oh,
gonna
right, 'cause
add
she's
in
wearing
that
white too. Yeah.
Wine spring,
she's
anything?
wearing white. Yeah, I'm gonna add in that she's the only one who's not armed, quote unquote. And we usually see her armed. She's very much in a state of exposure here.
Yeah, it is a kind of like a backwards thing because she's
Without
usually
armor
the
for
one-
her. Yeah.
But she's wearing her ring. That's why I'm like, she's not armed. She still has her ring here.
True.
And so it's definitely a call out to how she looks too when we see her in the movies. a little
Yes. Okay, so that's more where I'm leaning toward. Okay, so what I'm looking at here, and this is how my brain worked, is one, we have Galadriel more in line with what we see in the Lord of the Rings, wearing white, very angelic, kind of glowing almost. There's kind of like a glowing aspect to her. But what I see at a higher level is the high elves, the wood elves, and then your regular freaking elf, right? And so Rivendell, Galadriel takes over a certain area, right? And she has her own kingdom. And I think he may be the start or maybe part of the elven kingdom that what's his face comes from? Legolas, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
The Sindarin
I hope you're
elves.
right.
Yeah,
Nice.
I forgot what their names are, but yeah, I think that it's a representation of the three different types of elves and the ones that are going to end up in charge.
Okay.
Yeah, I
they
don't know if
definitely
it's
put him
Thranduil-
in leadership by putting him up there. With them.
says
Yeah.
both Thranduil's ancestors, possibly.
That's really cool.
Or maybe but yeah, that's what I'm getting at is the woodland elves, the high elves, and then
I like that a
yeah.
lot.
And
Yeah,
we
very
know
cool.
at some point, I think Gil-galad goes away. So
No.
When they beat Sauron, of course. So we'll have him for the whole show.
Yeah. I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about by the time Lord of the Rings comes out. Good save, Kevin. Good save.
For the whole show.
Don't worry, Winesbury.
And here is the shot of the cover of
Very
the
cool
MMO PC game that's coming out.
I would play that game.
I would totally play that game. Oh, this was just
They made me want to be an elf next time I play D&D.
This almost looks like an illustration, like no bullshit. It reminds me of like something that you would see as a mural on a wall somewhere, right? Telling a story.
Yeah.
And that is my final image that I have. Do you want to do the 5 more and that's it? Or are you good?
Rapid fire. Do it. Go.
Okay.
Wrap it
All
up.
right.
I'm ready. I'm not even gonna think about it.
I put a lot of work while on vacation in these images.
No shit. 21.
Good luck. You're never gonna get this one.
That's Isildur's eyebrow. That's what I'm
gonna go with Theo's eyebrow.
You think it's Theo's eyebrow?
Chat,
Let's
try to
see
keep
it.
up if you can. Try to keep up if you can.
Yeah,
we're
we're
gonna
gonna go
rapid
listen.
fire.
I'm going to
So I think
go
there's like 8 or
5,
something.
4, 3.
But who'd you say, Tavern?
I said
Isildur?
Isildur's eyebrow.
And I say
Oh,
Theo's eyebrow.
And Thea. Okay.
It might be what's her face's boyfriend's eyebrow.
Oh, the bow.
Yep, the bow. All right, let's see.
Let's go. Let's go.
821.
Rapid fire.
Damn it, I was right the first time.
Aha!
Should have stuck with it.
It was the sad boy
Sad
angle. I should have thought about it.
Hey.
Question 22. What do we got? Oh, that's what's his face? Let me zoom in for you.
We've lost Kevin's face. He's looking at so much.
He's doing the same thing I do when I can't see shit.
What's his name? This is
everybody hates
this
him.
This is Kemen. Yeah, this is Kemen. Oh yeah, it's the strap. Yeah.
The strap. Totally Kevin. 100% Kevin.
Yeah, when you showed it earlier, I was like, "Oh, that's gonna help him get it." Darn it!
Not only that, but it's the fanciest, cleanest clothing.
Yes.
I was like thinking Numenor. Yeah.
All right, 23.
Yeah, this is giving Numenor.
Oh.
That looks like the brow furrow of Gil-galad.
You think that's Gil-galad?
No, but I'm gonna stick with it.
Rapid fire. That's how this goes.
I'm saying stranger.
Another butt nose.
A lot of tan freaking lines there. Another butt nose. So you're thinking Sauron. Okay, it's the Valdo sling. The Valdo sling. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Q823. Where is it? Where are you? Hold on.
Come on.
It's like when we end the stream. You're like goodbye, and then we just wait.
Where did it go?
Come on, Gil-galad.
Oh, there it is. Stranger. I was right.
Oh.
We're falling apart.
Oh, it's all right. You can do it, Kevin.
Fall apart.
Bottom of the ninth.
Q20.
You can't. This is too hard. Everyone's losing.
24.
Galadriel.
Yeah.
Final answer.
100%. That's what I'm going with too, Galadriel. Chat.
Sauron as Galadriel.
Sauron.
Final answer.
It's different. It's different.
Wait, what is
The
this?
voice
24.
is different.
The voice
all right,
is very
5,
different.
4, 3. Ooh, Celebrimbor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. No, it was Galadriel.
The
It's
good
the hair
blonde.
color.
Well, she's
The hair
got that
yeah.
good blonde.
Yep. LP with the good hair. Question 25.
I'm about to fall out.
That's Elrond crying about the books.
Yeah, that's all of us crying about the books.
I know Robert Amayo's bottom row of teeth anywhere.
They are straight, man. They have been
They
filed.
are pretty straight. What is this? 25. 5, chat. 5, 4, 3. You guys got to be fast if you want to participate.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was so upset.
Wayne, he lit that boy on fire.
Woo! Just like they
all right,
lit the
we
books
got
on fire.
3 more. Let's do this. We can knock these out. 26. What the fuck?
What the hell?
That's a nose, I think.
What is this?
That's a like a nostril flare kind of thing. Upper lip.
This has got to be Gil-galad this time. I'm going Gil-galad hard. No, it's Nori. It's Nori.
You think it's Nori?
You got
It could
so
be Nori's
excited,
cheek.
Kevin. That was so
It could be
funny.
Nori's cheek.
No.
Because it's the sun-kissed freckles.
Yeah, it's either that or Poppy. It's one of the two.
Oh, it could be Bobby. Fuck.
All right,
Okay,
here we go.
let's do it.
I'm going with
Shut
Poppy.
it,
Are you
shut
going with Nori?
Yeah, I'll stick with my guns.
All right, I'm going with Poppy. Let's see. A26. Ah! Listen,
He sent you on the right direction, though. That was a really good call. I was like, wow, he did that.
I'm all about Nori. I can spot a Nori nose. Cheek.
That's fair.
27. What the fudge sickles?
You're welcome.
What
Good
in
luck.
What the
Chat can't even keep up. We're going so fast this time. Sorry, y'all.
Sauron. I cannot think of who else this could be.
I have no fucking clue.
Who is it?
I have no clue.
Who could it be?
That's a weird place to have a mustache.
Weird place to have a mustache.
I don't know.
Is this Yassified Halbrand?
Ooh, I'm not even guessing. I've lost on this one.
With the brown
You have to
curls.
guess. You have to
Oh
guess
my God.
somebody. Okay, fine.
I'm gonna say it's Sauron. I got another choice. I'm saying Sauron. Kevin?
Okay, good.
I said Yassified Halbrand when he comes
Halbrand.
back.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm so
Call.
proud of you. Good job. Good
Nice.
chat.
Call.
People were getting it
Holy
too. Good
shit.
job. That was tough,
impressive.
right?
That was a good
That
one.
was a good one. That was a good one.
He's too dreamy.
Yes.
He looked too dreamy.
All right. Last one.
Oh. What's this? But you can't figure it out.
I know what that is.
I know what that is.
That's my future wife to be's necklace.
I was gonna say, I
Oh
almost
my
said, "Is
God.
that Nori's necklace?" I actually
she's
did
so
almost
mad
say
right now. She's so mad.
I did actually almost just say, "Is that Nori's necklace?"
All right,
'Cause
just
does she
show
wear
it.
a
Just
necklace?
show it.
It's the dress fabric. It's the dress fabric. That's what it was.
Oh
You
my
got
God.
it so quick. I should have known you would know what it was, Tavern. Save the best for last.
Oh my
that was the
gosh.
last one. Oh,
Yeah, that was the last one.
You're just warming up.
Yay.
Oh my God, that was so much fun.
Thanks for playing the game, you guys.
Kevin,
so much
thank
fun.
you for coming on. This is where we do our final words and stuff. So please tell us what you're doing next, or just final thoughts, whatever you want to talk about, say about the season, whatever you want.
I think it's a fine show. I think that it's an enjoyable show, and I think I'm going to enjoy more of it. And I'm glad that I gave it another try after being
Yay.
unenthused. After I said this offline, actually, I had tried the first episode when it aired, and it didn't catch me at the time. And I typically don't try to watch things if I'm not into them. I wait for another time if I might want to retry it. So
Smart.
I didn't watch along. I watched my timeline spoil it for me.
Yeah.
And so I watched it all like the week before it premiered, and I was like, I'm glad I waited, because it was good to watch it as like kind of 3 movies almost. I watched it in kind of chunks.
Oh, that's smart.
And yeah, I think that they set a great foundation for what they did in the second season. I think that they're on a great trajectory. So I hope to see more, because they're doing great stuff, especially with the Sauron writing. I mean, he was like infamous as this iconic villain for years, and it kind of felt like he fell off the leaderboard with like more iconic villains that have come up since then. But it feels like now we're seeing why, like the general public is seeing why he was the iconic villain for so long.
Yeah.
And they're doing a great job with it. So just very pleased. And you'll find me on Twitter. I do sometimes post Rings of Power memes and shit posts and stuff. So you'll see me messing around with them a little bit. I've been convincing Rings of Power people to watch Wheel of Time as well. So try to do that too. There's a good chance for crossover there. So and other than that, catch me on Tavern After Dark telling you to fuck off or whatever. I don't know. That's like our catchphrase. I don't know. I walked into it.
Gosh, chill
No, that's
out.
awesome.
Jeez.
That's like the catchphrase. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Weinspring?
Kevin, thanks for being here. This was super fun, and for participating with the game. Hopefully, we'll have you on again, and I'll stump you every single time. That would be ideal. Final thoughts. There was a quote I liked. It was
Ideal.
the quote is, "It is not strength that overcomes darkness, but light, and the sun yet shines." So definitely looking forward to season 3 and what that's going to bring, even though we know the ending, because they put the movies out first, whatever. Yeah, so that gives me some hope for what they're going to do. And you can find me on X at Wine Spring Cafe, where I talk about the Wheel of Time, Rings of Power, space, and aliens and nerd stuff. It's super random. You just never know what you're going to see stuff. So come by and say hey if you haven't yet. And if you like the Wheel of Time and you like to eat, check out winespringcafe.com or my hashtag what eats on X. And try those recipes
every time.
Try those recipes out if you do. Let me know. I hope you like them. Yes, that's it. Oh, and you can find me here on Tavern's channel when we play Nights Who Say Chill. super fun D&D gameplay, and I know that we're also going to be doing another adventure on Malker Talks channel after we finish our NASA stream.
Yes.
We're taking another direction with that same group, so come by.
And there will be pizza, Mr. Moonbound. Always pizza. One, again, thank you, Kevin. And Winespring, always a blast having one of my besties on here with me. I agree 100% with what you were saying, Kevin, about showing us the real Sauron, right? To me, it was very reminiscent of, for example, when we got Kenobi, the Kenobi show, and we got to see why Darth Vader was so freaking hated, because I mean, that was probably the best Vader that they could Vader. It was insane, even from the original movies. I mean, he was scary and shit, but man, what they brought. Anyways, so that's the same kind of vibe I got with Sauron, and Charlie Vickers is just killing it. All right, so in a few weeks, it depends on again the storm and other things. Winespring's traveling. We are going to do a recalibrimboring of the Rings of Power tier list and discussing the entire season as a whole and series as a whole at the end of season 2. I know that we have London River coming back for that. And we still have feelers out for 1 or 2 other people that we're going to bring in. So we'll let you know when that happens. Again, Saturday may or may not be the Drunken Spelling Bee. When is our next Nights Who Say Chill? Was it
next
14th?
week, Monday,
14th?
right here.
Yep.
The 14th, I think.
Yep, I think it is the 14th.
Yes, 14th.
We will be here with the Nights Who Say Chill, aka
the band of really, really nice good guys and gals.
We got to work on that. You had that down with Kritter.
That was perfect.
I surprised you with it.
I was looking at my calendar to confirm it was actually the 14th, and it is.
All right, everybody. Chat, you freaking rock as always. We love you, chat. And yeah, have a great night, everybody. Are you doing